Role, and the Bulldogs have won 21 WCC tournament titles. I know they'd like nothing more than to get one more crack at St. Mary's tomorrow night if they can take care of USF.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to stack a little bit, more quad 1, quad 2 opportunity with San Francisco. And then, like you said, it looks like St. Mary's is up by 21 here with 11 minutes to go. Going to have a chance to play them. It'd be fun to have that as a tournament final. So a lot to play for still.
The Bulldogs going to play San Francisco in our second semifinal game coming up here, an 8:30 scheduled tip. The winner will move on to presumably play St. Mary's. As Mo said, the Gales comfortably ahead of Pepperdine here with just about 11 minutes to play. Big news coming out of San Francisco. They are going to be down one of their best players. We'll talk about that as we get you ready for tonight's contest. We'll look back at the Bulldogs' win over USF last Saturday that helped them secure the number 2 seed. We'll hear from Brian Michaels, and Coach Few will join us a little later in the show as well. Quick timeout. We'll get things rolling right after this. We're at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. It's the Zags and the Dons. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry! Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry.
Terry, Terry.
Keep awkwardly
Terry,
chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it.
Woo!
Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Jan from Toyota here. Feeling cooped up from winter? Well, now until March 31st is the perfect time for a new Toyota, like Camry, Grand Highlander, and more. So you can get back out there and do the things you love, like hitching up the boat to a tundra for a lake day.
I haven't water skied in a long time.
Live out your spring fantasies with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
We are back at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you here as the Zags get ready for the WCC semifinals. The Bulldogs last played last Saturday when they made the trip to the Bay Area to take on San Francisco. And, they were good. That was one of those things, we looked at that week. You had to go down to Santa Clara. They were still in contention for a top 2 seed. You had to then go to San Francisco, and essentially it was a, winner gets the bye to the semifinals, and the losers got to play on Sunday. Zags did a really nice job of going down there and taking care of business.
Yeah, they jumped on them early, and it was, a game that meant a lot. And, to get this bye into the semis is very important. And so are really happy in how focused our guys were from the jump, and it looked like Zag basketball. Guys were flying around making shots. We were, talking on the bench, so it was a really good win, and it was a good way to go in the regular season.
The Bulldogs would trail very briefly in the basketball game. Nolan Hickman would give the Bulldogs a lead at 5-4, and it was a lead that they would not relinquish. Williams lobs it in to Lingard. Lingard back to Williams through his hands, and the Bulldogs come away with it. Battle and Nemhard collide. Ryan comes away with the ball, fires up the left sideline. Hickman wide open. His three is good, and the Bulldogs have their first lead of the game. Another solid performance for Nolan Hickman, Mo, is he has continued to play well. Double figures one more time scoring the basketball, and he seems to be in a good place right now.
Yeah, 5 of 7, 2 of 3 from downtown, made all 5 of his free throws, 17 points. He's rolling right now. He needs to shoot the ball well in this tournament.
No, that was Nolan Hickman giving the Bulldogs the lead, a lead that would continue to grow. Gonzaga, after a slow start from Caleb Battle, got another solid scoring effort from their transfer as well. Quickly to Nemhard as the pace picks up. Now Battle, he'll fire a three from the right side. He buries it. The Bulldogs lead at 26-17. Chris Gerlison wants a timeout. KB was good. I talked with Coach Few, Mo, earlier this week. He was saying, the thing that I like most about what KB did was he didn't get off to a great start, right? He missed a few shots, and I think we've seen at times for that to just continue. But he's like, hey, you know what? He figured it out, and he went and scored and made some big-time plays for the Zags after not getting off to the greatest of starts.
Yeah, 5 of 10, obviously he's 50%, then 3 of 5 from downtown, added 14 points, 4 rebounds. So that's imperative for him. If our 2 perimeter guys, mainly Hickman and Battle, can shoot the ball, it opens up all of our ball screen action with Nembhard. So good sign going into the tournament.
Yeah, Zags led by 9 at that point. Stop me if you heard this one before. USF dared Ben Gregg to shoot. They backed off of him. We've seen that strategy from the Dons over the years, from Kyle Smith to Todd Golden, now Chris Gurleson. Ben got off to a slow start, missed his first couple, but once he saw the first one go down, Ben put up a big-time performance, just 1 point off his career high. Gregg out top, they leave him open. He shoots and hits the three. The big answer from Ben Gregg, his second made 3 of the game. Gregg was fantastic, Mo, and you joke about it. It's like, oh, you're wide open. That should be easy to shoot, right? Yeah. They leave you wide open, and you think about it for a second, and you miss a couple, and then it's playing into their hands, and you're doing that in front of 7,000 or 8,000 people. Not always necessarily easy to do, but once Ben got the first one to go, you could just see his confidence, and it was like, all right, I've got this thing taken care of, and I'm going to have a big night tonight.
Yeah, he did. It was 8 of 14, 3 of 7 from downtown, made all 4 of his free throws. The 8 rebounds was terrific as well, 23 points. I'm going to be curious tonight to see if San Francisco employs the same strategy. I don't think they would want to try to test the waters percentage-wise. He hasn't been great this year, but career-wise, he's a pretty good three-point shooter, and I think he's on the back half of this season has really shot the ball well, and he showed it the other night.
He's 27% from behind the three-point line going into the game against USF, and they dared him, and he made them, and the Bulldogs picked up the win, knocking off the Dons by 20, their second win over San Francisco this year. And now here we are ready for a third matchup between the schools since February the 13th. We didn't see them until really late in the regular season, and played them on Saturday night to wrap up the regular season, and now it's the Zags and the Dons coming up one more time. We're going to take a quick break here in Las Vegas. We're back with more pregame coverage next. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from their field.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. But watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
Back at the Orleans Arena, St. Mary's the top seed in control against 9th-seeded Pepperdine. It appears on its way to the WCC Tournament Championship game tomorrow night. The Gales will await the winner of Gonzaga in San Francisco. And Mo, obviously, huge news came out of San Francisco earlier this week. Marcus Williams, their outstanding guard, he had 28 against the Bulldogs at the Chase Center on Saturday night. He was ruled ineligible. Some kind of an NCAA infraction is what the school released, and said he was going to be held out of competition for the time being. He didn't play last night. He's not going to play tonight, and that's a really big hit for them. Again, he had 28 against us, but I think you just look at, too, a guy who's played 5 years. He's got over 115 games played in his career. A guy who's averaging 15 points a game. You would think would be a pretty big blow. Now, the guy that stepped in for him played pretty well last night, but that's big news for San Francisco.
Yeah, it kills them, from the guard position, another scoring option. So I'm going to be curious to see how they kind of deal with that loss of point production. The Beasley kid played terrific last night, but when you're taking away a potential all-league type guard, especially with the perimeter skill set that we have, it really makes it difficult. So I'm curious to see how they're going to try to attack us offensively and especially defensively with only one true point guard in the backcourt. And
it's interesting because when you look at Beasley, he went down with a sprained ankle in the game at the Chase Center. I talked to somebody down in the Bay Area who said that they were hearing that he was maybe going to be out for the year. He wasn't going to be able to play, and then he comes back and played last night and absolutely destroyed Washington State. I mean, he was really, really good for them, Mo. And he's played well against us. He had 16 up in Spokane. Yep. Normally a small quick guard coming off the bench, but in the starting lineup, ankle appears to be fine. He played 34 minutes last night and got to 30. So they don't maybe necessarily lose anything with him per se, but obviously having to move him up one spot, everybody else up one spot is something that San Francisco's going to have to deal with. Yeah, it just makes it easier for us to defensively focus on Beasley instead of having two guards or then the foul situation for San Francisco on the perimeter makes it more difficult because we have such great guard play and we attack, especially with our DHOs and our ball screen coverages. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go zone for a little bit to try to slow us down and save for foul trouble situations. But it's going to be tough sledding for San Francisco, but this is a very skilled basketball team kind of playing with house money who played well last night. So it's going to still be a tough matchup, and it's a quad 2 opportunity for us, so it's still a very important basketball game. Ryan Beasley, 10 of 15 from the field last night. He knocked down 4 threes, the leading scorer. San Francisco knocked off Washington State by the final of 86-75. Mo talked about it, a skilled team, a team that does like to shoot the three, and something that they've done here recently, Mo, it's been kind of interesting. Going into the first meeting, they were plus 0.5 on the glass. I mean, they were pretty much even up. They were plus 25 last night against Washington State. They have rebounded the ball a little bit better. It's kind of interesting. Lingard's tall, maybe not really big, but Benji Wong is big and physical. He had 10 rebounds last night. So that's one that the coaching staff seemed to be a little bit concerned about in this one, was being able to keep up on the boards, because USF's getting after it pretty good in the glass. Yeah, it's going to be vitally important that we handle the glass situation. That always, whenever we're winning by 10 or plus 9, plus 10 on the glass, it usually means a Gonzaga win, and we can space the floor and do all those things that help you get out in transition. Obviously, getting the ball off the glass is mightily important. So hopefully Graham Ike can figure that out. Braden Huff as well off the bench, but we need our guards as well to go in there and fly around, because I think the last few times we played San Francisco, doesn't it feel like we just kind of lean on them physically a little bit? Mm-hmm. We just, we're both two skilled teams, but we kind of just out-tough them, and that's kind of our forte against them. If we can do that, we should have some success for tonight. Yeah, and it has been interesting. The Bulldog bigs have played well against San Francisco. You talked about him. It is interesting. So you look at Lingard, he's 7 feet tall, but he's also 215 pounds. And the Bulldogs have been able, I think you're right, I mean, the bigs have played very well against USF, and obviously that's something else that's going to have to continue. And again, like you said, I think it's going to be interesting to see how they defend us and what, what's in the bag of tricks today, because something's coming, it. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be, interesting if they try to out-scheme us, and you can't blame them for trying, because the last game, especially at the Chase Center, we kind of got whatever we want offensively, and our bigs are just superior to most of the bigs inside, and then usually it's a depth issue for the teams guarding us. So Graham Ike obviously has to, establish low post presence. I like to see Braden Huff as well. Then you never know about Ismail Dejane off the bench with a pick and dive situation. He was great against Santa Clara, and he actually got some meaningful burn in that San Francisco game as well. So that's where I think our true
advantage is inside against San Francisco.
The Bulldogs in San Francisco meeting for the third time since February the 13th. The Bulldogs have won 32 consecutive games in the series. They lead the all-time series 76-22 against the Dons. This was a San Francisco team that has been talked a little bit about being on the bubble. They've got a win over Boise State. They also knocked off St. Mary's, the only team in the league to beat St. Mary's this season. They lost to Memphis. They lost to Clemson. I love the fact that people are giving San Francisco credit because they've had a good year, but Mo, realistically, this game for San Francisco is an absolute necessity, right? I mean, this is not if you lose your, to be quite honest, people have them on the bubble. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, it's been a great year, and I respect what they've done. It's not a knock. My point being, this is one of those elimination type of games that they really have to win.
Yeah, they have to win it to have a chance to, obviously make the NCAA tournament. It's not a 3-bid league this year. It's most likely a 2-bid league. So they're going to play in with, hair on fire and all that stuff, desperation. Our guys kind of have to have the same thing, and Coach Few in the past have done an excellent job of getting guys ready to go in these this tournament. Like you mentioned in the open, how much we've dominated this thing. We've understood, like, hey, got to go take care of business, can't look ahead, can't take teams lightly, especially trying to beat a team 3 times in one season.
Another thing that's always been interesting coming down here, you want the bye, right? You don't want to have to play on the weekends, but also maybe slow starts. So we've seen that in the past a little bit, right? Playing against teams that have already been in the gym. And the Zags were able to get in here this morning before the women's game and get some shots up, which is nice. But still, we've seen some slow starts in this building over the years.
Yeah, it's, bound to happen after a long, layoff. And then, even though you've shot here, you haven't shot here in a year or whatever, and so could be a little bit. And then also, too, I say this all the time, Huddy, and some people roll their eyes, I think, but the basketballs are terrible, right? They're right out of the package. I'm serious. They're aired up, and so the ball hits the rim pretty hard, and so you kind of got to get used to that. I know that sounds funny, but it's a real issue in tournament play, NCAA tournament play as well. So hopefully our guys got enough shots up and feel comfortable, because when we get rolling in here, crowd's definitely behind us. We always, draw the most. So, if you can play good basketball, the fans are going to get behind you.
Yeah, a lot of Zag fans already here, and we've talked about this too coming down. We saw quite a few Washington State fans.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see if they're in the building tonight and if they pick a side between us and USF. That will be kind of interesting to see. Hey, the Bulldogs continue to play really well offensively, and still second in the country in scoring, 87.5 points a game. They're second in the country in field goal percentage. They're shooting better than 50% right now. And Mo, it hasn't always felt like it this year necessarily, but the numbers really stand out for this team. And I think Coach Few feels like if they play defense, this offense is good enough to win some games and maybe surprise some people who don't think that this is one of the best years the Zags have had in a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we started top 10, and we had a great start to the season. Then we've had some bad luck and some close losses, but our metrics are pretty good. We're, 8 in the net, 10 something in Ken Palm, and then you mentioned the offensive numbers. So it's definitely a team that I think is peaking at the right time. The last week was terrific basketball. We had to go win 2 very important games against 2, top 80, top 75 net teams. And I think we have the firepower to score the ball. A lot of it has to do with how we shoot the 3. I mean, let's just be honest, right? When we're shooting the 3 and rolling, I think the metric I saw was like 38% in our wins and then like 23% in our losses, right? It's just about the 3-point shot. So our inside presence is great. Obviously, Nemhard's, having an all-time season from a floor standpoint and assist in the basketball. I've said it before, it's a make-or-miss league, and it's the NBA thing, but it's true. Somebody, you drop your stuff, and if you don't make shots, you don't look as good, obviously, but if you start knocking them down, we are, a really, really dangerous offensive team.
Zags and the Dons, semifinal game number 2 coming up in about 30 minutes. We're going to take a quick break here in Las Vegas. Brian Michelson joins us next. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
Marsh Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
Hear that? The soothing sounds of a bubble bath. And if you were here, you'd smell a single cedar leaf candle. But you're not here. Because your self-care happens out on the road, riding your motorcycle protected by Progressive. So if you ride, get back on the road and enjoy 24/7 roadside assistance from Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. And then take a shower, because it's fast, like your motorcycle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Roadside assistance may require comprehensive coverage. Not available in all states.
Hey, we're back now on the pregame show with Brian Michelson, getting ready for San Francisco. Second time in 9 days. We're going to see the Dons obviously be, Mike, a little different look with Williams not playing. They did get Beasley back, who played really, really well against the Cougs. What are you thinking tonight as we get ready for this one?
Yeah, it's an interesting because it's a short turnaround. Obviously, Marcus Williams was fantastic against us both games, especially at the Chase Center, and Beasley killed us in Spokane. He was fantastic, and then obviously got injured early. So, it's a change in that now you got Beasley full speed coming off a career high last night, but no Williams, and then that shifted a little bit of the responsibility elsewhere. Obviously, Lingard's even more aggressive, Wong's even more aggressive on those pick and pops and playing inside, and Riley really hurt us at the Chase Center, and he gets a little bit of a bigger role. So obviously still a very, very talented group, very, very good guards, and then those bigs like we talked about last week that can really, really shoot it.
And, it was interesting watching last night. I mean, Wong was fantastic. He knocked down a couple shots. We haven't seen that necessarily. Grabbed 10 rebounds. Obviously, we've talked about him being dangerous. When he's playing well, along with Lingard, that front line's pretty formidable.
It's really formidable. Lingard's huge. He can really guard ball screens. And then, again, it's just such a unique entity in the shot blocking and the three-point shooting that he brings, and then the way they've been rebounding the ball. I thought they really hurt us at the Chase Center, and then last night was different. Being there and seeing what they did live on the glass was very impressive, and I really felt it was a whole team effort. Even Thomas was really in there battling on the glass, but Wong was the one that really, really stood out in terms of his pursuit of the ball, his physicality. He was really good, and we know how well he can shoot, and he hit 2 really timely threes.
And interesting, the older Beasley, we saw him a little bit at the Chase Center. Hadn't seen him a whole lot this year, but he played, 20 minutes. So what do you see out of him? Is there a factor there with him playing tonight?
I think defensively you really notice it. Like his brother Ryan, he can really, really guard. He plays with great energy just like his brother. He's an elite cutter. He scored on those last night, and then he was a nice secondary ball handler. He made some really nice plays and ball screens, and he's so experienced. I think he's got a little bit lost in the shuffle here with Williams and Thomas and Ryan Beasley, which is understandable because those 3 are such elite guards. But he's been a double-figure scorer at 2 different Division I schools before this, so it's not like he's a freshman or someone that hasn't done it. And I think that experience showed last night. So obviously, expecting to see a significant amount of him as well tonight.
And finally, Mike, what do you want to see tonight out of your guys?
Hopefully an effort like we put together at the Chase Center last week, because we were really good. We were fantastic defensively. We were hitting on all cylinders offensively at a high level offensively. But I thought we played with a great energy and connectivity, and you're going to need that tonight. That was early March, and this is March, and you got to play at your best to win these games, and we're going to need a repeat of that effort.
All right, Brent, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Eddie.
Quick break. Back right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Anyone who works for themselves has the toughest boss on the planet. A real taskmaster with no respect for nights or weekends. Still, it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Wheatland Bank makes running a business seamless with a careful mix of personal service, deep resources, and the latest tech. After all, you're only human. Unlike that bully whose name's on the door, you're 5-star Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student-athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student-athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagscollective.com and get started.
About 30 minutes away from tip-off between Gonzaga and San Francisco in the West Coast Conference semifinals. Welcome inside the Learfield Network Studios. Matt Schweiker with you here this evening. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard in that other semifinal. It is St. Mary's with a 74-52 lead against Pepperdine with 1:58 to go in the ball game. Elsewhere, we had two more tickets to the NCAA tournament punched tonight. First, in the SoCon, it was Wofford defeating Furman 92-85. Trailed at a half, outscored the Paladins 55-46 in the second half. And in the Sun Belt, it was Troy defeating Arkansas State 94-81 down in Pensacola. And again, the Trojans trailed at half, outscored the Red Wolves 53-38 in the second half to get that double-digit win. Some other scores: Delaware continues their Cinderella run through the Colonial Athletic Association tournament. They defeat the top seed Towson 82-72 to advance to the final. We're going to have a couple more tickets punched tomorrow in the Horizon League. It'll be Robert Morris against the winner of that other semifinal, and in the NEC, Central Connecticut will battle St. Francis. That's your look around the out-of-town scoreboard. Our pregame coverage continues next. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Close your eyes and imagine eating surf and turf at the fanciest steakhouse you've ever been to. Smell the beef, the fish, the cheddar sauce. Oh, there's no cheddar sauce at your imaginary steakhouse? Then open your eyes and head to Arby's. Get a beef and cheddar, fish and cheddar, or crispy fish. 2 for just $6.99. It's even better than you ever imagined. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. But watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
It's time for Home Team Rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa Rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice. Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
On the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield.
Great to be able to compete against the highest level teams out there and just see where you're at.
Stromer out top. He'll shoot a 3 for the lead and hit! Dusty Stromer from straight away. For Greg. Right side 3 for Ben. Why not? Ben
Gonzaga Basketball is on the air. Welcome to the Northern Quest Resort and Casino pregame show. Now let's go courtside. Alongside Adam Morrison, here's here's the voice of the Zags, Tom Hudson.
For the third time in 3.5 weeks, the Gonzaga Bulldogs and San Francisco Dons will meet on the basketball court. This meeting is for the right to play St. Mary's in the championship game of the West Coast Conference Tournament. Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you here at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas as Gonzaga looks to make it 3 in a row this year over the Dons. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield. Back in New Orleans where the celebration continues for the Gales. Nice run by Pepperdine, the number 9 seed, but ran out of gas, and St. Mary's is back into the championship game, place that they have been here along with the Bulldogs many, many times over the years. They'll be looking for their second consecutive championship tomorrow. The Bulldogs hope to get a chance against the Gales tomorrow night, but first, they've got to take care of San Francisco. And Mo, so far so good this year. The Bulldogs have played well against the Dons at the Chase Center. They really put it together. And once they got going, there was no stopping that team. It scored 95, shot 56% from the field. Bulldogs had a lot of things going right.
Yeah, they got out and ran and did a good job of kind of taking away San Francisco's belief. That's a big game for them down there, playing in the Chase Center every year, trying to broaden their fan base. And our guys have played well in that building twice, and hopefully it can continue tonight.
No, the Bulldogs fell behind 4-2 early. Nolan Hickman with a three-point shot, and the Zags would lead the rest of the way as Hickman goes for 17. Williams lobs it in to Lingard. Lingard back to Williams through his hands, and the Bulldogs come away with it. Battle and Nemhard collide. Ryan comes away with the ball, fires up the left sideline. Hickman wide open. His three is good, and the Bulldogs have their first lead of the game. Mo, Nolan's been really good here of late, and the thing about it is, and we've talked about this with this team, just kind of the consistency of everything, right? It's like, it doesn't have to be 30, right? You don't have to go out and go crazy to have an impact. And for Nolan, that's a good, solid 17-point game, backing up a couple of previous double-figure efforts. He seems to be playing at a good pace right now.
Yeah, he's not rushing anything. He's shooting the ball terrifically from behind the arc. Was 2 of 3 last game. You mentioned the 17, but just letting the game come to him. He's starting to make floaters as well in the lane, the little 2-foot floater. He's kind of had that his senior season. It's really come all together. He's got to play well for us here in March.
Nolan Hickman with 17. Caleb Battle got off to a little bit of a slow start, but he heated up. And Caleb with another big night for the Bulldogs as he seems to be getting more comfortable with the Zags as this season heads towards the postseason this year. Quickly to Nemhard as the pace picks up. Now Battle, he'll fire a three from the right side. He buries it. The Bulldogs lead at 26-17. Chris Gerlison wants a timeout. A 9-point lead thanks to Caleb Battle there. And we talked about it earlier, but Coach Few mentioned, hey, that was a growth game for Caleb, and the fact that he didn't get off to the best of starts, but he found his rhythm and got to double figures.
Yeah, he did a good job of not sinking into feeling bad for himself for missing shots or forcing it and trying to push the action. The game came to him, and he ended up having 14, but 5 of 10, a 3 of 5 from downtown. We're so much better when he makes shots. So, I mean, literally, sometimes it's just as simple as that. So, hopefully, him and Nolan can make shots out on the perimeter.
San Francisco made a little bit of a run at the Bulldogs early in the second half, but Ben Gregg put an end to that as he finished 1 point off of his career-high 23 for the senior out of Clackamas, Oregon. Gregg out top. They leave him open. He shoots and hits the three. The big answer from Ben Gregg, his second made three of the game. Ben was fantastic, Mo, and we talked about it. It's going to be kind of fascinating to see tonight what USF chooses to do. Do you back off and dare? I mean, the first two that Ben shot, and he's a step behind the three-point line, and the defender is a step on the other side of the free throw line. I mean, that's how much they were giving him to think about. It'll be interesting to see if they try that again, because we know if Ben shoots better than 27%, which he was going into that game. And if he gets one or two to go down, look out. That's going to be a really tough night for you if you're going to just let him shoot wide open.
Yeah, I mean, I understand just looking at the analytics of it, but he's a better shooter the last season, the season prior. He just had a bad start to it this season. So he can really string some together. We saw that throughout his whole career. So I'm really curious to see if they try that, because I need to do just core defensively, right? Because even if he gets it, he's always the reversal guy on the DHO. So then you're always late, right? And you're in a drop coverage. So Nembhard and Hickman have shown in battle can make a 15-footer as well. So I'd imagine that San Francisco is going to change up their defensive scheme against him.
And speaking of Ryan Nembhard, what a night he had. 16 assists. He tied the school record. It was kind of interesting. They had him at 15. He threw a pass to Graham Ike, knocked down the three. Should have been the 16th. They took one away from him. And then after the game, they gave it back. So kind of an anticlimactic way to tie the record, but still 16 more assists, Mo. He's got over 300. He's got a chance to move into the top 5 all-time single-season assists. So, he's really putting together a good one.
He's been having a terrific season and 2 seasons for us, and a remarkable career. Hopefully he can continue it. And when he makes that jump shot, like I mentioned, combined with his passing ability, makes it really difficult for teams to scheme us defensively, because you got to make choices on how you want to ball screen coverage us. And then again, if guys can make shots on the perimeter, it just spaces the floor, and then it really gets difficult to guard the inside, because you can't sag off and plug up the middle. So again, sometimes it's just literally, do we make shots or not, right? And our guys are terrific, 87 points a night, but the times that we've struggled, we've shot the ball poorly from three-point line when we were rolling and things like that. Doesn't mean we have to be 50%, but in the upper 30s, mid 40s, then we're a really hard team to beat.
And we've talked about it too. The Bulldogs, despite some size on the front line for San Francisco, it's not big, strong size. I mean, Wong's a pretty big, strong kid, but the kid in the middle, Carlton Lingard, hasn't been able to really hold his own with Gray. Like, Graham's been good. Braden's had some moments against them. I think you're right. If we make a few shots on the outside and those guys get to work one-on-one, you have to really like the Zags.
Yeah, that's where it gets really difficult, because then you have to pick your poison. And, obviously 3's worth more than 2, but when the 2-pointers are coming from 4 feet and in, on angle baskets, and it's really hard. And then it creates foul pressure as well with the 2 bigs inside. So I wouldn't be surprised if San Francisco tries to play a little bit slower than they normally like to, because they're similar style with us, and I wouldn't be surprised if they mix in a zone or kind of junk of some sort, because the last, how many times have we beaten them in a row?
32,
but like the last,
we had, up until the last one. I mean, the previous 4 games, you had a 1-point lead at halftime. They had 1-point lead at halftime. We were tied at halftime, and we had a 1-point lead at halftime. I mean, they've been that close. I mean, the last 4 games have been, quick starts to the second half. They've kind of helped us get.
Well, my point is, though, but we always kind of just lean on them and then blow them out, right? So they got to figure out a way to keep themselves in the basketball game. But I'm not sure if they can handle us inside, but doesn't mean they're, a walkover. But I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if they go zone. They do some weird double-team package and gamble with our guys not making shots, because we've gone in stretches, like I just mentioned, where we don't. But they can't just roll the ball out like they did last weekend, right? Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, we were rolling offensively, kind of getting anything we wanted. So I'll be curious to see what type of scheme they do on a short turnaround.
Gonzaga and San Francisco, the Dons winners over Washington State last night to keep their season going as they get ready to meet the Bulldogs for the 3rd straight year in the WCC semifinals. Well, hey, Zag fans, the Xfinity 10G network, get the fastest internet with faster speeds rolling out every day. Enjoy a reliable connection so everyone can be online at once, even during peak hours. Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity. We've got a break. We're back at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
At Papa Murphy's, dinner's easy and delicious. We make it fresh, scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, so you can bake it at home. Hot, fresh, and perfect every time. Try the Cowboy Pizza tonight for just $12.99. Order now at papamurphys.com. Change the way you pizza. At Papa Murphy's, dinner's easy and delicious. We make it fresh, scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, so you can bake it at home. Hot, fresh, and perfect every time. Try the Cowboy Pizza tonight for just $12.99. Order now at papamurphys.com. Change the way you pizza.
We care about your safety. If you need to break ground on a new outdoor project, be aware that buried electric and natural gas lines can be anywhere. It's the law to call 811 at least 2 business days before you dig. Spray paint white lines showing your dig zone, and a crew will mark the utility lines. Mark accuracy zone is within 2 feet of the mark, so always hand dig to expose the line first. Call 811 before you dig. The service is free for residential customers. Avista, we just want you to be safe.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Benz Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure. Or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline 4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Benz Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service, and that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273 or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time.
We are back at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you here courtside as Gonzaga and San Francisco get ready to meet for the second straight time. The Bulldogs won at San Francisco at the Chase Center on Saturday night, and now the Bulldogs and the Dons will meet again. Third straight year that Gonzaga and San Francisco have played in the semifinals here in Las Vegas. Gonzaga basketball brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Mo, putting things into perspective, we talk about the Zags' dominance playing in the West Coast Conference Tournament over the last 2.5 decades. Last Saturday, San Francisco was playing for a 2 seed for the first time in their school's history since the WCC started back in 1987 when they started doing the tournament. And I mean, the Zags have been here. They've been in 26 consecutive semifinals, and obviously this has changed a little bit, but they've also advanced to the championship game as well in each one of those years. I mean, it's just been a remarkable run for the Bulldogs coming in here, and we'll see what San Francisco has up its sleeve. It's a talented team. They come in at 23-8, looked good last night in the win over Washington State. And Mo, a team that really likes to shoot the three-point shot. Now, the big headline is one of their better shooters, Marcus Williams, is out. The school announced that there was an NCAA investigation into their senior guard, so they are holding him out of competition. So that is a big blow. One of their leaders on the perimeter averages 15 points a game. They were okay against Washington State yesterday without him, but some of those guys logged some heavy minutes too because Williams usually plays a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, from a San Francisco standpoint, how much depth and energy they're going to have to play, obviously, a great team like Gonzaga after a physical game against the Cougars. There's some chippiness in that rivalry. It's kind of fun to watch on the sidelines and not being involved with one, but that got a little bit chippy. The two coaches yapping at each other, and it got a little bit feisty there. So be curious to see how they defend us, and then inside, especially with our bigs. Our inside scoring presence is much better than what they have defensively and body-wise. So, like I said, I just have a feeling that they're going to try some zone or try some weird stuff defensively to try to get us to play a little bit slower, because if they get foul troubles then on the perimeter as well, it's going to be really difficult for them.
Ryan Beasley moved into the starting lineup. He rolled his ankle against the Zags, left the floor, did not return. There was some speculation on whether or not he was going to be able to play in this tournament, but he played last night. He went 10 of 15. He knocked down 4 threes, and he finished with 29 points in the win over Washington State. Looked like he was moving pretty darn well. And what you see now with them, Mo, the sophomore guard played well against, had 16 up in Spokane. Obviously, he had 29 last night in a postseason game. He moves up a spot, and then his older brother actually is playing a little bit more now, who is a senior as well. So it's going to be interesting to see, too. Now, guys, his older brother hadn't been playing hardly at all. He played 20 minutes against Washington State. Be interesting to see how that affects the San Francisco team as well. I mean, talk about, obviously, the talent of Williams, but also the fact that you've got to move one spot up the bench and try to compete with this team.
Yeah, it kind of messes up your normal rotations, and obviously, this is a loser out, for them season-wise, besides for an NCAA tournament berth. So, they would try everything, but sometimes you're playing guys in more important roles that you never want to, and so it can make it really difficult for you to, develop some rhythm.
So Gonzaga getting ready to take on San Francisco here in New Orleans. We talked about the loss of Marcus Williams, talked about the injury to Ryan Beasley. They still do have Malik Thomas, their leading scorer, who has been fantastic, led the WCC, a first-team All-WCC selection. Averages 19 points a game, Mo, and has really played well. He started his career at USC and then made his way to the Bay, and he's played very well this year. He's had a real big jump in his numbers, and that's the scary thing. So you say, okay, well, Marcus Williams in there. Well, they've still got a guy who can go out and get 35 and really, really hurt you.
Yeah, it's still a talented team on the perimeter, but not having Marcus Williams is going to be a major factor for them in this basketball game. So I'm curious what happened. Obviously, NCAA eligibility stuff. I mean, usually it means grades, but usually, and nowadays, it's pretty hard to fail out or get to a point where somebody's not helping you get to that C level, right? And I'm just being honest, being a former athlete myself, and then there's no brown bag stuff anymore. So you got to wonder what the heck happened, and and I'm not trying to make light of it, but it's just an unfortunate timing. Or for San Francisco club, that's a good basketball club, top 80 in the net. It's got 20 wins, and it makes it really dangerous when you have a guy like Marcus Williams on the perimeter that can score in numbers and bunches. It just changes your whole complexion of how you want to play the basketball, especially when they're a perimeter-oriented team. Good guard play is so important in March, and you take that away. So it's going to be difficult for San Francisco, but we still got to go out there and handle business.
The Zags of San Francisco meeting in the semifinal round of the WCC tournament for a third consecutive season. The Bulldogs have won all 3 matchups. The winner of this one moves on to play tomorrow night. The NCAA tournament gets started 1 week from tomorrow with those Tuesday play-in games in Dayton, Ohio. Mo and I are going to take a quick break here in Las Vegas. Matt Schweiker standing by in our Learfield, North Carolina studios with a scoreboard update. Matt, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a quick look at our out-of-town scoreboard as we're now about 20 minutes away from tip-off. We've had 2 more tickets punched to the NCAA tournament tonight. In the SoCon, it was Wofford defeating Furman 92-85. They returned to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2019. Furman was trying to get back there for the second time in the last 3 years. And then in the Sun Belt, it was Troy defeating Arkansas State 94-81. So the Trojans will be heading to the NCAA tournament. We had some other good games in some of our other mid-major conference tournaments. Robert Morris defeated Oakland 79-66 in overtime in the Horizon League semifinals. It was Nichols going to overtime against Incarnate Word in the Southland quarterfinals. Nichols gets the win 74-40. UNC Wilmington wins a good one against Charleston 68-67 in the Colonial semifinal, and they will meet Delaware, who continues their Cinderella run through the conference tournament. They were just 5-13 in league play, but tonight they take down the regular season champs Towson 82-72. So it will be Delaware and UNC Wilmington squaring off for a tournament bid tomorrow night. We've got a couple of games in progress in the Big Sky. Third round game, Idaho has a 53-35 lead against Portland State. 10-13 to go in the second half, and with 15:53 left in the second half, and the other Horizon League semifinals, it's Cleveland State leading Youngstown State 29-24. That's your look around the out-of-town scoreboard. Tom, back to you guys.
Matt, thanks. Appreciate it. Fun time of year. All the tournaments going on. Seeing who's going to get those bids. Most of the tournaments going on right now are one-bid leagues. So maybe you don't know the teams really well that are playing, but still the excitement of everybody trying to get to March Madness. It's a great time of year. Hey, on the women's side earlier today, one more score update for you. The Gonzaga women fell to Oregon State today. A tight game. Yvonne Ejim had an inbound play. They threw a beautiful lob to her, off-balance shot. It was there. It was tough ask with 0.8 seconds left, but that came up short. And so now the Gonzaga women will have to await their fate. Most likely they don't have the resume for an NCAA tournament bid, so hopefully somewhere else they'll get an opportunity to continue their season. But it'll be Oregon State and Portland on the women's side tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. To determine the WCC champion. So it's the Zags and the Dons here in Las Vegas at the Orleans Arena. The fans continue to file in, and as you might imagine, it's a lot of Gonzaga and Navy and Red as the Bulldogs get ready to take on San Francisco in their quest to make it back to another WCC tournament championship game. Going to take a quick break. We come back, we'll hear from Coach Few. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
Close your eyes and imagine eating surf and turf at the fanciest steakhouse you've ever been to. Smell the beef, the fish, the cheddar sauce. Oh, there's no cheddar sauce at your imaginary steakhouse? Then open your eyes and head to Arby's. Get a beef and cheddar, fish and cheddar, or crispy fish. 2 for just $6.99. It's even better than you ever imagined. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
It's time for Home Team Rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa Rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next-level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice! Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
Hey, we're back now on the pregame show with Bulldogs head coach Mark Few. And Mark, a heck of a week last week to wrap up the regular season. We knew that was going to be a tough trip going to Santa Clara, coming home, going back down to play USF. I thought the guys did a fantastic job of putting together 80 really good minutes of basketball.
They really did, and hey, it was much needed. I mean, I think our backs were pressed up against the wall a little bit there, and they responded much like they did the year prior. Same scenario, going on the road and winning 2 really, really tough games against 2 very good teams. And, our defense was good, and our offense was really good, too. So, when that's the case, good things happen. And,
Coach, here we are. It's kind of that third phase of the season, right? And we're into the postseason, and you got to bring that momentum here and hopefully continue this on for a streak.
Yeah, I mean that's the plan, and we've done it so well over the years, and obviously when you get into this point of the league tournament and then into the NCAA tournament, it's going to be a really, really tough team. So we've had some very good battles with San Francisco, and we've been able to really extend our leads in the second half against them. in both games. But they present an interesting challenge now. I mean, Marcus Williams had some great games against us. He's out, but all of a sudden Beasley has jumped in, and he's always been just so dangerous. He's just so quick, and he sometimes it feels like he's all over the floor with how hard he plays and hustling and just very opportunistic. Need to do a great job on him and Thomas, and they're rebounding the ball much better than they did the first time we played them. So we really have to, do a good job battling on the glass.
All right, Coach Slop. Yep. Quick break. Back right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Benz Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camas Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure. Or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline-4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Benz Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
Close your eyes and imagine eating surf and turf at the fanciest steakhouse you've ever been to. Smell the beef, the fish, the cheddar sauce. Oh, there's no cheddar sauce at your imaginary steakhouse? Then open your eyes and head to Arby's. Get a beef and cheddar, fish and cheddar, or crispy fish. 2 for just $6.99. It's even better than you ever imagined. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
It's time for Home Team Rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa Rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice! Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
21 WCC championships.
Denmark fakes the pass, shoots the three, and knocks it down for the Bulldogs.
30 championship game appearances.
Another three for Nolan, rattles home. 23 big ones for Nolan, who turns and barks at the fan who was giving him the business on the sideline.
This is the WCC tournament. Now let's go courtside. Alongside Adam Morrison, here's the voice of the Zags, Tom Hudson.
For the third straight season, the Gonzaga Bulldogs will face San Francisco in the semifinals of the West Coast Conference Tournament. At stake, a bid in tomorrow night's championship game against the top-seeded St. Mary's Gales. Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you here at the Orleans Arena tonight. The Zags with 2 double-digit wins over San Francisco in the regular season. The Dons coming off a win over Washington State last night in the 3-6 game. They've got a game underneath their belts. Bulldogs will be playing here for the first time with that bye into the semifinals. And Mo, you brought it up, and I think it's going to be kind of fascinating to see, because San Francisco normally likes to get up and down. I mean, they'll run with you and have some fun, right? And it's, they average about 78 a game. We're second leading scoring team in the country at 87 a contest. Be interesting to see if we get that type of pace, or if San Francisco tries to maybe slow it down a little bit. We're going to find out in a few minutes exactly what they're going to try to do to snap this losing streak against the Zags.
Yeah, I imagine they're going to have to try to slow it down. I mean, that's just the logical basketball decision that they're probably going to try to do. Now, how much can you do that without, clipping your team's ability to score in the other end? That's the question that is going to be answered, and that will be asked as well. So I don't know. If I'm them, I'm zoning, I'm maybe soft pressing, right? And then I'm being a little bit more selective on the type of shots I want to take if they're early. Not to allow us to get out and run. But we definitely have such a bigger advantage inside, so we're going to pound the glass, hopefully, and throw it to Graham Ike a ton.
Zags won the first meeting up in Spokane on February the 13th, 88-77. Won at the Chase Center in San Francisco last Saturday by a final score of 95-75. The Bulldogs have won 32 consecutive games against the Dons overall, and looking for their 28th straight appearance in the WCC tournament championship game. We got pushed back a few minutes because there's a game on in front of us on television. So we're going to get a few minutes late start here. We'll start about 8:39 is where our scheduled tip is. We were supposed to be at, I believe it was 8:32, so a few extra minutes here in the Orleans Arena before this basketball game gets underway. One thing, Mo, we talked about with Coach Few earlier was the rebounding. They were really good rebounding the basketball against Washington State yesterday. They were, plus 25, I think, which is kind of ridiculous. They haven't been a particularly good rebounding team all year, but over these last 5 or 6, they've started to compete there a little bit more.
Yeah, they fly around, and it's something that's always kind of been a bothersome for USF to get over that hump. They're always athletic bodies, extremely skilled. They're analytical, but usually their kind of deal is you can push them around inside and kind of control the glass. But obviously they've done a better job of that in totality this season. We only won by 2 on the glass down there, right? So it's something that, I'll talk about in the keys to the game, but it's something that we need to, focus on. But again, with the lighter bodies and not as deep personnel, it's something that if we can get them to get in foul trouble and then really push them underneath the rim, it really makes it difficult for them to compete inside. And then it's okay, now you got a double team, or we're going to get some perimeter shots based off of that. So there's a lot to play for as far as on the glass, but I think we have the personnel advantage and the toughness advantage in that department.
It's almost time for basketball here at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. When we come back, we've got our starting lineups, Mo's keys to the game, and our opening tip. It's the Zags and the Dons coming up next. Numerica Credit Union money answers for people who know Gonzaga does in fact exist. Plus, show your Bulldog pride with your Zags debit card offered only at Numerica, federally insured by NCAA. Back after this timeout, you're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. But watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagscollective.com and get started.
For the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
Back at the Orleans Arena, let's take a look at our starting lineups. First for San Francisco, Ryan Beasley, the sophomore guard, moves in at the point with Marcus Williams out. An NCAA investigation into the senior guard. So Beasley moves in. He had 29 against the Cougs last night, averaging 7.5 points per game on the season. Malik Thomas, leading scorer in the West Coast Conference, 19.1 points per game. He is also a senior. Him and Williams, one of the most experienced backcourts in the league. Thomas has been fantastic. The transfer from USC, again, averaging 19 points per game. Also in the starting five, Tyrone Riley IV, the freshman, averaging 9.5 points, nearly 6 rebounds per contest. On the front line, it will be Benji Wong, the 6'9", 240-pounder. He had a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds in the win over Washington State yesterday, averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds on the season. Final member of the starting five, the center, Carlton Lingard, a transfer from Texas San Antonio, 7', 225-pounder, averaging 8 points per game. He will step out and shoot threes. More than half of his field goal attempts on the year from behind the three-point line. For the Bulldogs, Ryan Nembhard gets the start at the point, the nation's leading assist man. 11 points, averaging 10 assists per game. He's joined in the backcourt by Nolan Hickman, coming off a 17-point performance against the Dons last week, averaging 11.5 a contest. On the wing, it'll be Caleb Battle. A double-figure game as well against San Francisco last time out. He's scoring 13 a game. On the front line for the Bulldogs, it'll be Ben Gregg, who had 23 points to up his season average to 9.8. Against San Francisco last week. And Graham Ike starts in the middle for the Bulldogs. 17 points, 7.5 rebounds. Both numbers lead the Zags. So the Thomas, Lingard, Riley, Wong, and Beasley for USF. Nembhard, Hickman, Ike, Gregg, and Battle, the starting five for Gonzaga. Mo, what do you want to see from the Bulldogs to advance to another championship game?
Pace of play, we're going to have to get out and run. The San Francisco team likes to run as well, but I imagine they're going to try to slow it down, so we got to establish our pace early. Second is control the glass. We're only +2 against them down at the Chase Center. San Francisco has done a better job rebounding the basketball overall. We're a really strong rebounding team. It's going to be decided in the paint. If we can rebound on the glass hard, it makes it difficult then to defend inside, and then establish an inside presence. Graham Ike, Braden Huff, Michael Ajayi, Ben Gregg, a much better personnel compared to San Francisco, more bodies. Got to throw it into them early and often, try to get them going.
Let's look at our keys to the game. The Dons are already on the floor wearing their green uniforms with the gold and white trim, USF in block letters across their chests. Their names in white on the backs of the uniform. The Bulldogs is the number 2 seed, wearing their home white uniforms, the traditional unis with Gonzaga written across their chest, red and blue stripe down the side, names in blue on the backs of the uniforms. The Bulldogs are going to move right to left in the first 20 minutes of this basketball game. Marcus Pettigrew, Brooks Wells, Michael Greenstein, the officials for our second semifinal game. The winner of this one gets St. Mary's tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for the WCC Tournament Championship. Ike's going to jump center for the Bulldogs. Lingard, the transfer who started his career at Kansas State, then went to Texas San Antonio, now playing for USF. They'll get things started for the Dons. Ball's in the air. Lingard tips into the backcourt. Beasley has it. And here we go. Beasley across half court with a dribble. Defended by Nembhard. Spins away to his right. Picks up the dribble at the three-point line. Bounces it to Wong. Wong top of the key. Pass it right back to Beasley. 15 seconds to shoot. Beasley driving with the left hand. Can't get around Nembhard. Underhanded flip to Riley. Riley dribbling around in front of the GU bench on the far side of the floor. 7 seconds to shoot. Wong has it now. He will fire a three. That one comes up short. Rebound. Battle at his fingertips on it. It was knocked away from him. It looks like KB was last to touch. USF will have the ball in front of the Gonzaga bench. Riley will inbound. Bounce it into Wong on the baseline. Greg hounding him. Wong trying to back him down. Spins to the baseline. Takes about 7 steps. Fadeaway jump shot off the side of the backboard. Ike with the rebound. Hands it off to Hickman. Hickman past the front court for Nembhard. Ryan underhanded flip on the sideline. Battle back out top Ike. Ike dribbling to his left. Finds Nembhard cutting back door. Little runner. Comes up short. It's an air ball. And San Francisco's Wong comes away with it. Beasley into the front court. Gets a screen from Lingard. Now gets another one. Hickman fights through it. Pass back to Lingard at the three-point line. Fakes the jump shot. Gets into the paint. Little hook over Ike. No good. Greg secures the ball for the Bulldogs. Bounce into the hands of Nembhard. Nembhard picks up his dribble. Finds Ike in the paint. Graham lost the handle, but Lingard's going to be whistled for a personal foul.
Yeah, it's a kind of a bailout. I don't think he fouled in that situation, but good defense so far from Gonzaga. 3 straight possessions. 3 tough contested shots from San Francisco.
Nembhard is going to inbound for the Bulldogs on the baseline near side of the floor. Flips it over the top for Ike. Lingard almost comes away with it, but Graham has it. He's going to pull up, shoot a jump shot. Front iron, no good. Wong comes away with it. They were trying to switch defensively. I think Wong wanted to come over and make sure Lingard didn't pick up a second foul. Graham couldn't take advantage. A little miscommunication for them. Lingard out top with it, still scoreless. 90 seconds gone by. Couple dribbles, hands it off to Beasley. Beasley dribbling to his left, now driving on Ike, flips it off the glass and in.
Nice in and out from Beasley there to get to the bucket.
Quick sophomore guard at 29 last night. Well, Don's on the board first. Nembhard dribbles to the right side of the floor. Short pass to Ike. He hands it back to Nembhard. Ryan fakes right, drives left, finds Ben Gregg cutting down the baseline. Off the glass and in for Ben to tie things at 2.
Good cut from the weak side on the drive. Defender went over to help. He vacates the space, gets a wide open layup.
Beasley out top with the dribble. Bounces it to Wong at the three-point line. Back out to Beasley. Another screen. Beasley dribbles to his left, fires a long 2 and hits. Well, Beasley hot last night. He's got their first 4 points here tonight.
Quick.
Ankle appears to be just fine.
Yeah,
last week we were hearing he might not play again. Hickman gets a screen from Ike. He drives, gets to the glass. Lingard might have gotten a piece of it, and San Francisco heads the other way. Beasley up the left side to Wong, who hands it right back to the point guard. Beasley keeps his dribble alive. Step back 3 is all net. Boy, Beasley is feeling it. It's an early 7-2 lead for the Dons.
Be curious. I know it's early, but if we go to a trap package on the ball screens.
Greg trying to drive on Wong, loses the handle, gets it back, bounces it to Ike. Graham going to work on Lingard, spins to the baseline. It's good, and Lingard picks up his second personal foul.
That's a huge play early in this basketball game. Lingard, their best interior defender, picks up a second. We got lucky on that first one. I don't think the first one was a foul, so that's a tough break for San Francisco.
James O'Donnell is going to check in. Back up out of Australia. Averaging 2.5 points a game. Ike at the line. Free throw is good. Graham 79.5% this season. 3-point play. Cuts the lead to 7-5. And here's some pressure from the Bulldogs in the backcourt. Thomas has it. Fires it back over right side to Beasley, who's in the front court. Beasley passes right side to Riley. Riley defended by Battle. Back over to Beasley. Beasley dribbling left side of the floor. Pass out for Riley. 10 seconds to shoot. Riley driving on Battle. Can't get up a shot. Spinning all over. Able to get it away to Thomas with 5 seconds to shoot. Thomas can't get around Hickman. Forces a 3 at the buzzer. It's no good. A whistle and a foul goes against the Bulldogs. Long crashing the glass from the 3-point line. Gets his team an extra possession. So Robbie Beasley is going to check into the game. He'll replace Riley. Robbie is the older brother of Ryan. Started his career at UC Davis where he averaged 11 points a game. Inbounds to O'Donnell. O'Donnell is body bumped and fouled by Caleb Battle. (7-5) San Francisco with the early lead. All 7 points have come from Ryan Beasley. He looks to inbound. Throws it in for Thomas at the three-point line. Zags have him trapped. Now he gets it away to Wong. Wong right side for Robbie Beasley. Driving with the left hand into the paint. Bounces for O'Donnell. O'Donnell going to work. Little hook shot. Rims out. Ike with a rebound. Lost the handle but got it back. Gives it up to Hickman. Zags down by 2. 4 minutes gone by here in Vegas. Hickman picks up his dribble three-point line over to Gregg. He's open. He shoots. Comes up a little bit short, and the rebound goes to Thomas for USF. Thomas into the front court with the dribble. Has it stripped away by Hickman. Nembhard out and running. Battle joins the play. Alley-oop pass. Battle can't come away with it. Nembhard gets the loose ball. Finds Ike. Ike to the free throw line with the dribble. Over in the left corner, Battle. He shoots, and it's the three-point shot. Gonzaga has its first lead of the game.
Yeah, weird play right there. I didn't think the lob was there. Great defense by San Francisco, but a good job of staying with it with Nembhard. Kicks it out to Ike, then the corner three from Battle.
8-7 Zags. Beasley walks it across half court. Refuses a screen, dribbles to his left. Pass is knocked away by Hickman, who lands awkwardly on the ground, and he appears to be hurt. When Nolan went up and got a hand on that ball, and he landed like on his back and on his elbow all at the same time.
His left elbow. It was an awkward play, and he got undercut, not intentionally. It was just a weird body position. Hopefully he can get up, and it's just a stinger.
Nolan's still down. Looks like he's just trying to gather himself. Josh Therian, our trainer, talking to him, and Nolan says he's okay. So Zach Norvell and JT help him up. And we've got our first official timeout of the night. Ryan Beasley has scored 7 points. Bulldogs lead at 8-7. 15-16 to play first half. We're back after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from their field.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities. Education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
Anyone who works for themselves has the toughest boss on the planet. A real taskmaster with no respect for nights or weekends. Still, it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Wheatland Bank makes running a business seamless with a careful mix of personal service, deep resources, and the latest tech. After all, you're only human. Unlike that bully whose name's on the door, you're 5-star Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Second seeded Zags 8, number 3 seed San Francisco 7, 15-16 to play in our first half. Mo, what do you think so far? It's a little bit early, kind of feeling each other out here a little bit. Both teams haven't shot it poorly, haven't shot it great.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the pace?
Yeah, good pace for us. I think we've settled in defensively. It was Beasley's who made their only three field goals for San Francisco, and they've been tough shots, but our guys are doing a good job of, trying to stick with him. And so I think getting up and down, we're fine. We're -3 on the glass, but it's obviously early. So I like the pace so far. Good start.
Good news for Zag fans. Nolan Hickman is back on the floor. Working that pain out of the elbow a little bit, but he's out there still with Battle. Nembhard Ike and Gregg. Nemhard will walk it across half court. Runs back off into his zone. Nemhard finds Hickman. Hickman to Ike. Two-handed flush, and the Bulldogs lead it by 3.
That's a unique zone. It's a 1-1, 2-1, almost like a 1 diamond. Haven't seen that very often.
Ike with the dunk, and the Bulldogs the 3-point lead. Beasley has it for San Francisco between the circles. Gets a screen from Abosi, who's just checked in. The Bulldogs have Beasley trapped. And Coach Few is asking Ben, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, remember I said after he scored his 7th point to start the game, maybe we go to a trap situation on the ball screens, and they just did that. Obviously, you don't want to foul, but I like that decision by Coach Few. Let's get the ball out of his hands to see if anybody else can, get hot for San Francisco.
First substitutions come for the Bulldogs. Ajayi in for Gregg. Huff in for Ike. Battle replaced by Emmanuel Inocente. Abosi with the ball out top, bounces it to Thomas. Thomas dribbles across the paint with it, back out to Abosi. Abosi with 4 seconds to shoot it, picks up his dribble, isn't aware. Ajayi pressures him. O'Donnell has it in his hands. That was a strange play. I thought O'Donnell was pointing to Abosi saying, shot clock's winding down. They threw it to O'Donnell and he didn't shoot it.
Yeah, he was pointing one of the ball because he had a switch on with Inocente on him, who's a good defender, but O'Donnell's a big, and so he wanted Abosi to throw it to him and maybe get a shot up. That was weird.
Third turnover of the game on San Francisco. Nemhard into the front court, bounces to Hickman, back to the basket at the top of the key. Now spins around, faces up, finds Nemhard left side. He bounces it to Huff. Double team comes to Nemhard, skips it right side, and Inocente catches and fires. 3 comes up short, rebound goes to USF. Abosi comes away with it. Beasley brings it up the left sideline. Zags still lead by 3. 6 minutes gone by here in Las Vegas. O'Donnell sets a screen for Beasley, pulls up, shoots a 3, misses for the first time today. Huff comes away with the rebound for the Bulldogs off the front of the rim. Nemhard into the front court. Robbie Beasley hounds him, gets it away to Huff. Braden drives through contact, can't finish. Ball's being batted around, and another rebound for USF. Malik Thomas, who rebounds it and brings it into the front court. Runs into his own teammate, loses the handle, and Nolan Hickman comes away with the basketball. Nolan up the right side, Inocente. Almost lost it, bounced it in the paint for Huff. Spins right into a double team, finds Ajayi cutting. He shoots and is fouled, headed to the free throw line as Ajayi hits the deck.
Good job by Ajayi, recognized the double team off of his man. Cuts on the baseline side. That was a nice find as well from Huff, so I like the pace right now that we're playing at.
Ajayi will step to the free throw line for the Bulldogs. Foul goes against Abosi, his first. Ajayi deep knee bend, first free throw too strong. Mike 70% on the season. Nolan Hickman's get ahead to the bench. Caleb Battle right back in there for the Zags. Ajayi's second is also no good, off the mark. Still a 10-7 Bulldog lead. They're on an 8-0 run. They fell behind 7-2 thanks to Ryan Beasley, who scored 7 quick points. This is his older brother Robbie bouncing it to O'Donnell at the top of the key. O'Donnell dribbling to his left, tries to hand it off to Beasley. Finally is able to. Beasley bounces it to O'Donnell, gets up a hook shot. That's off the mark. Ajayi flies in and rips down the rebound. Battle quickly up the left side of the floor. Pulls up on the break, fires the 3, wouldn't go down. Rebound goes to Riley. He hands it off to Ryan Beasley, who's into the front court with the dribble. Gets a screen from O'Donnell, dribbling to the free throw line. Inocente all over him. Beasley just weaving his way through white shirts, and he throws the ball out of bounds. Brother looking for his brother. And the younger brother had words for the older one when he cut to the basket. Ryan thought he was going to the corner.
That was great individual defensive play right there by Inocente, staying with Beasley on multiple drive attempts. It's a tough matchup for anybody. Inocente can move the ball, or move his feet, and he's really physical. Hard to get by him.
Zags haven't scored from the field in about 2.5 minutes. San Francisco's gone 4.5 without scoring. Huff sets a screen for Nemhard, dribbles to his left. Wong back in there hounding him. Ryan picks up the dribble, finds Battle on the sideline. Pass intended for Ajayi, poked away by Abosi. Ball is out of bounds. The official was run into, and we're going to see the official over here on the near side says it's San Francisco ball. He's with us. There's 7 bodies in between.
Yeah. I think he just had to pick a side. And
yep. So San Francisco gets it back. Abosi has the ball. Dribbling at the three-point line, trying to go to work on Huff. Gets up on an off-balance shot, wouldn't go down. Ball batted around, still being knocked around. Right into the hands of Wong, who gets the dunk. Bulldogs lead is 10-9. Battle quickly into the front court with it. Pass out to Nembhard. San Francisco continues to work the glass. Nembhard to Huff. Huff had it stripped away. Ball's on the ground, so is Braden. And you've got a couple of San Francisco Dons who dive on top of him. We've got a jump ball. It'll be Gonzaga basketball when we come back from this timeout. 11:58 to play in our first half. Zags 10, Dons 9. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage pass is close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. But watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
We're back at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you. The Zags lead it 10-9, 11:58 to play first half over San Francisco. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield. Well, visit Spokane, home of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. This busy city along the roaring Spokane River Gorge has it all. Culinary, beer, wine, entertainment, and outdoor adventure. Whether you already live in the area or you're looking for vacation, start planning adventures now. Go to visitspokane.com. Live like a Zag. Both teams went ice cold from the field. We talked about 3 of 7 start for the Zags. The first media timeout, 3 of 8 for San Francisco. The Bulldogs are now 4 out of 11 from the field. San Francisco's 4 for 12, Mo, and both teams having a little bit of a difficult time getting the ball in the basket.
Yeah, some good shots, too, and just haven't finished.
Bulldogs inbound to Ike, who returns for Huff. Going to work on Wong, backing him down. Fires a pass free throw line to Ajayi. He'll drive, go up for the dunk, and my goodness, threw it down on 2 Dons. That was an extra little hop in his step there, Mo.
That was a terrific finish. Wow, I can't believe he got that through. Great dunk.
Wong has to the free throw line, defended by Ike. Dribbles it once, hands it off to Robbie Beasley. Can't get around into Chente. Gives it up right side to Riley. Riley dribbling to his left, gets his screen, steps back to the three-point line, lets one go, and he hits. We're tied at 12, second tie of the game. Hickman leaves it for Ajayi behind the play. Pass over to Innocente. Emmanuel is pushed to the ground, and he is in some pain over there. Chris Gerlison's going to help him up. I think he rolled his left ankle, maybe. Malik Thomas just got a piece of him and knocked him to the ground. Emmanuel says he's okay. It's going to be Gonzaga basketball. Inbounds to Hickman. Short pass to Innocente here in front of us on the sideline. Top of the key for Ike. Big man hands it off to Hickman. Nolan being hounded by Riley out top. Gives it up to Battle. Battle gets a screen from Ajayi. Gets into the paint. Leans in. Comes up short. Ball is loose. Ajayi chases it down. He beats Thomas to it. Mike, baseline jumper, rims out, and it's going to be San Francisco basketball. Thomas with the rebound. They are +7 on the glass here through the first 9 minutes. Beasley, left side. Riley has it there. Saba Giga-Barreria has checked into the game, the backup big man. Tyrone Riley with 5 straight points. The Dons have gone back ahead by 2. It's 14-12. Ajayi left wide open, shoots a 3, won't go down. It's off the back of the iron and over the backboard. Zags fell behind 7-2. They scored 8 straight points. And now San Francisco on a little 7-2 run here to go back ahead. Zags going to pressure in the backcourt. Ryan Beasley, one-handed pass in the front court to Thomas. Back to Beasley. Giga-Barreria has it now. Picks up his dribble at the three-point line, passes it back out to Beasley. Sets a screen for Ryan Beasley, who drives, leans in, and has it rim out. Rebound is secured by Ike. Graham trying to bring the ball up the floor. Gets it away to Battle, back to Graham. He leaves it for Ajayi. Another two-handed dunk for Mike Ajayi. We're tied at 14.
The best part about that play, Huddy, looks like Graham was going to go up, and there was a charge situation. He gets rid of it quick and gets out of the way. That was beautiful basketball.
9:45 to play first half. It's 14 apiece. Here's a drive by Thomas, out of control. Somehow gets a shot up on the glass. He scores it in a foul against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, poor defense on the help side right there. That was just a DHO on the left side, and nobody was on the split line. On the weak side, no help. Good finish by Thomas to take a body bump and then finish through contact.
Thomas to the line. He makes the free throw. 17-14. Dons back on top. Innocente in the front court, gives it up to Ajayi. Ajayi out top, they back off 15 feet. Mike dribbles to the free throw line and sticks the jumper.
Shot it with confidence there.
9 minutes, 25 seconds to play first half. USF leads by 1. Beasley walks it across the timeline. It's a screen from Wong, bounces back to Wong. Big man cut off by Ajayi, bounces it for Beasley, knocked away by Innocente. Ajayi has it, 3-on-2, leaves it right side, wide open, looking at a 3 for Hickman. Nolan connects! And the Bulldogs go back on top.
Great open court play by Ajayi. Comes to a jump stop instead of running over somebody and finds his teammate.
Third lead change of the first half. Beasley has it now. Dribbles to his left, hands it off to Thomas. He shoots a 3 and answers. 20-19, Dons take the lead.
Much better when the ball's going in the basket, right, Huddy?
Yes. Hickman into the front court, fakes the handoff, spins away from the pressure. O'Reilly gets a screen from Ajayi, dribbles to his left, flips it to Ajayi. Mike's shot comes up short, but a whistle and a foul. I believe that's going to be against Wong.
Ajayi's had a good sequence here. He's been active, flying around. That dunk got him started, then it's just knocked down a jump shot, and then I just explained the transition. He normally at the start of the year he would have ran somebody over. I'm not trying to be funny and cause a turnover. He comes to a jump stop and finds a shooter. Good sequence for Ajayi, good minutes.
Mike to shoot 2. The first one is good, all net. Substitutions of Bosi and Lingard check in. Wong, Giga-Barreria check out for the Bulldogs. Innocente and Battle go to the bench. Ryan Nemhard returns. Dusty Stromer will see his first action of the night. A sophomore guard out of Southern California. 8 minutes, 29 seconds left in our first half here in Las Vegas. The winner takes on St. Mary's. Ajayi makes both free throws, and Gonzaga goes back ahead by 1. Beasley will walk it across the timeline where he's met by Stromer. Dribbles to his right off the Lingard screen. Lingard plays with 2 fouls. Lingard sets another screen. Beasley driving, pull-up jumper. Nope, barely draws iron. Ike has the rebound, ripped it away from Lingard. Quickly gets it out to Nemhard. Ryan surveys the situation. Dribbling to his left, bounces it for Ike. Graham, little pull-up one-hander, no good. Ajayi up for the strong rebound, put back, no good, but a foul against USF, and Mike Ajayi is doing everything he can to take this game over. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, flying around on the weak side. Like I said, great activity. had an impact on the game already.
We've got an official timeout here in Las Vegas. Zags 21, Dons 20, 7:56 to play here in the first half. We're back after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
At Papa Murphy's, dinner's easy and delicious. We make it fresh, scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, so you can bake it at home. Hot, fresh, and perfect every time. Try the Cowboy Pizza tonight for just $12.99. Order now at papamurphys.com. Change the way you pizza. At Papa Murphy's, dinner's easy and delicious. We make it fresh, scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, so you can bake it at home. Hot, fresh, and perfect every time. Try the Cowboy Pizza tonight for just $12.99. Order now at papamurphys.com. Change the way you pizza.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Benz Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camas Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline-4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Benz Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
We're back at the Orleans Arena alongside Adam Morrison, Tom Hudson with you here tonight. Semifinal game number 2. Top seed St. Mary's easily defeated number 9 seed Pepperdine in the first semifinal game. Winner of this one takes on the Gales tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Take a look at some statistics. Mo mentioned it's a little more exciting when the ball is going through the basket. Both teams, after struggling through a little bit of a drought, have started to shoot it better. USF has made 5 of its last 7 field goal attempts. Now is 8 out of 18 from the field. And the Bulldogs are 8 of 19 so far. Both teams with 6 3-point attempts. The Zags have gone 2 out of 6. 3 of 6 from behind the line for the Dons. But Mo, really for the Bulldogs right now, the energy from Mike Ajayi has been really fun to watch.
Yeah, he's flying around, getting rebounds, making good decisions in the open floor, cutting off of when EK catches inside, the double team comes. So great sequence for him. Hopefully he can step up and knock down these free throws to extend this lead.
Ajayi to the line. First one is good. Guy has the ball from the official and now ready for his second. It's on the way. That one wouldn't go down. So Riley with the rebound, 1 out of 2. It's 22-20 Gonzaga. Beasley into the front court with it. Stromer picks him up defensively. Bounce to a Bosi out top. Bosi defended by Ajayi. Gets it into the hands of Malik Thomas. Thomas defended by Hickman. Picks up his dribble. The pass is deflected by Hickman. A steal. Ajayi comes away with it. He'll bring it up the floor. Passes over to Nembhard. Now to Hickman. Nolan 3. Right side. No good. Bosi with a late closeout. Hickman misses badly. Here comes San Francisco the other way. Thomas with it. Gives it up left side. Lingard shoots the 3 and hits it.
He could do that. Didn't he do that in Spokane against us? Didn't he make a couple?
Yep. About 60% of his shots this year have been from behind the 3-point line. Another lead change here. Nembhard. With the Bulldogs trailing by 1. Defended by Riley. Picks up his dribble. Bounces it to Ike. Right back to Nembhard. Now over to Hickman. Hickman gets a screen from Ike. Bounce it back to Graham. Graham lost the basketball, and San Francisco comes away with it. Beasley into the front court. Gives it up to Riley. Riley can't get around Stromer. Kicks it out to Abosi. Abosi fakes the 3. Bounces one behind his back. Into the hands of Riley, who comes up way short on the 3-point shot. Hickman with the rebound. Nembhard the other way. Ryan trying to get around Beasley. He loses the basketball. And it's going to belong to San Francisco.
And the refs didn't know who was off.
Yeah, it's the same ref who's been bottled up twice.
Yeah.
He had to ask for help.
This way.
Well, Bosi checks out. Wong is back in there. Ryan Beasley will bring the ball up the floor for the Dons. 6.5 minutes to play first half. USF leads by 1. Wong has it back to the basket. Pass out to Lingard, who shoots another 3. That one's no good. Ajayi has the rebound. Gets it away to Battle. Now quickly into the hands of Nembhard. KB just checked into the game for Hickman. Nembhard picks up his dribble to Ajayi at the free throw line. He bounces it to Ike. Double team comes. Graham fakes the pass, leans into Lingard. Shot wouldn't go. Fight for the rebound. It's still loose, and the official says we're going to head the other way. I don't know if they're going to get Ike or Ajayi. It'll be Graham Ike. First personal on the Bulldogs big man.
Bad balance on that jump hook attempt. Is leaning in too much, trying to create contact instead of just going up. With the base going straight up and down.
The fans here in attendance for Gonzaga are excited about number 24 coming in.
Yep.
Ismaila Dujana, the hero down in Santa Clara. See his first minutes today. Braden Huff also returns for the Bulldogs. There's Beasley into the front court, gives it up to Wong. Left sideline pass Thomas in front of the GU bench. Gabaria is back in the game, sets a screen. Thomas fakes the shot, leans in, misses badly, and that might be a foul on Izzo. I believe it is.
Shove in the back.
Number 1 on the backup big man. Zags trail 23-22, 6 minutes to play first half. Beasley looks to inbounds. Gets it into Thomas in the far corner. Gabaria has it. Backing down Dujana, and he's called for his second personal foul, and Coach Pugh is telling him just to calm down a little bit. That'll put the Dons in the bonus. So Robbie Beasley's going to check in. Looks like he'll take the place of Tyrone Riley. First free throw for the 54% free throw shooter is off the mark. San Francisco didn't have anybody in to rebound.
I think they figured probably coming off.
Zags still trail 23-22. Nembhard bounces it for Huff. Huff catches, goes to work on Wong. The little one-hander is up and in. Braden thought there was contact, didn't get the call, but he does get the basket to put Gonzaga back ahead by 1.
I thought so too. I thought I hit it on the elbow. Going up for that shot attempt.
Beasley walks it into the front court. It's a screen from Wong, dribbles to his left. Stromer chasing him around the floor. Another screen. Beasley bounces it to Wong. He'll catch and shoot. That deep one is good. A line drive. The Bigs will both step out and shoot it. It's a 2-point San Francisco lead. Nembhard into the front court. Dribbling from his left to his right. Gives it up to Dujana, right back to Nembhard. Nembhard fakes right. Driving left, can't get up a shot, flips it out for Huff. Braden chases it down, dribbles to the top of the key. 12 seconds to shoot. Short pass, Nembhard sets a screen for Ryan. Back out to Huff, fakes the pass, fires a 3. It is off the mark. Rebound goes to Thomas. Zags still trailing 26-24. Thomas dribbles it into the front court. Picked up by Battle defensively. Thomas gives it up to Wong. He'll shoot another 3 and hit another 3. Made one from the left, now one from the right. Coach Pugh has a timeout. 29-24 USF. Matching its 7-2 lead. Leading it by 5. 4:24 to play first half. This timeout's going to extend into a full timeout, so we're going to take it as well. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
It's time for home team rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice! Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Four minutes, 24 seconds to play in our game's first half. San Francisco has tied its biggest lead of the game, 29-24. Don's on top. Ag West Farm Credit Financial Cooperative that provides financing, crop insurance, and related services to farmers and ranchers across the West. From small family businesses to large operations, Ag West brings the experience and financial know-how to help you grow your best future. Mo, the Dons all of a sudden have started knocking down some three-point shots. They're 6 out of 11. We've talked about when you see the good version of San Francisco, this is the one that you see. They're making some three-point shots. They've been rebounding it pretty well here tonight.
Yeah, +5 on the glass for San Francisco, 6 of 11 from downtown. You mentioned Wong hitting 2 in a row. So on our ball screen coverages, on our tags, we're going to have to get out to him, chase him off the line a little bit. This is what they do. They try to space you out and kind of live and die by the three.
Out of the timeout, it'll be Huff, Nemhard, Battle, Hickman, and Dujana for the Bulldogs. O'Donnell checks back in for USF. Both the Beasleys are on the floor, Thomas and Wong as well. Nemhard's going to bring the ball into the front court for the Bulldogs. Robbie Beasley defends him. Screen from Huff, pass back to Braden on the pick and roll, gets right to the rim and scores.
Good call out of the timeout. Simple high ball screen, flat ball screen. With that little short roll.
Huff with a bucket. He's got 4. Wong out top. Gives it up to Robbie Beasley. Back to Wong. He's open off an O'Donnell screen. Shoots a 3. Misses that one. Ball is loose. Dujana chases it down. He hands it off to Nemhard. Into the offensive end with the dribble. Blows by Beasley. Finds Huff. Huff goes up for the shot. It's blocked from behind. Out of bounds. Last touched by San Francisco.
But there was a foul.
Yeah.
I know the block was clean, but the other guy defending Huff.
Mm-hmm.
Tough situation right there.
I would agree with that. Zags will inbound, trailing by 3. Nemhard, Ajayi, and Ike have returned for the Bulldogs. Ryan gets it in the corner to Hickman. Hickman bounces it out to Ike at the three-point line. Graham picks up his dribble, hands it off to Nemhard. 15-footer left wing, no good. Rebound Thomas for USF. Thomas picks up his dribble. Kick at the area, has it, drives, and dunks. Well, the Bulldogs just left him wide open. 31-26 is the lead for USF. Pass intended for Ike is knocked away from behind. Here's Thomas on the run. Body bumps, Battle, and Ajayi flies in. Blocks it off the backboard right into the hands of Hickman. Hickman gives it up to Battle. He drives, he misses. We've got a foul call, and there's going to be a block. The officials are staring each other down. Nemhard's asking for the bucket to count. How about Mike Ajayi flying in and swatting that ball?
Wow, they counted it too. That's a big situation. Are they going to replay it? So you can replay the goaltending? Is that what it is?
Yes.
I thought they were going to call charge, and honestly, I thought it would have Might have been
That's
the
what
right
I
call.
thought,
and
too.
I thought when Battle caught it, he kind of shuffle stepped too.
Yep, I thought he took an extra step as well.
Okay.
So they're taking a look at it. Have not put it up on the score. Well, now they put it up on the scoreboard. It's 31-28. Again, the officials will look.
There's a big sequence with 3:12 left in the first half. San Francisco getting some excellent play from kind of their role players. Wang hitting 2 threes, or Wong, excuse me, and then Giguebara with a nice dunk on the other end. So a little bit of momentum. So if we can get this to count, it's a huge sequence.
San Francisco leads 31-28. It's been a back-and-forth affair. The Bulldogs' biggest lead has been 3. San Francisco's 5. We've had 8 lead changes and 4 ties. Both teams have fled for a little more than 6 minutes. Individually, Ajayi leads the way for Gonzaga, 9 points. He also has 4 rebounds. Caleb Battle has 5. Braden Huff has 4. For USF, Beasley got off to a hot start. He scored the first 7 points of the game. Wong has made a couple of threes. He has 8. The officials have talked. So they're going to count the basket.
All right. Sweet.
And KB is going to head to the free throw line. 3 minutes, 12 seconds to play in the first half. Battle steps to the line for 1. Battle's free throw is off the mark, a rare miss for a 94% free throw shooter. 31-28. Beasley into the front court. It's Robbie Beasley with it, bounced it to Wong, 3-point line, defended by Ajayi. Dribbles it once, hands it off to Robbie Beasley, now out to Thomas. Thomas trying to get around Nembhard, can't. 8 seconds to shoot, he retreats to the dribble. Thomas, step back challenge 3, all net, my goodness. Just dribbled it all the way down and sticks a deep one. Biggest lead of the game for USF. It's 34-28. Jai dribbles to his right. Looking for somebody to get the ball away to. Passes out to Nembhard just inside of half court. Ryan gets a screen from Ike. Refuses it. Dribbles to the right wing. A little bit out of control. Able to regain control. Give it up to Ike. He fakes the jump shot. Drives. Scores. And he's headed to the free throw line.
Good fundamental move with the shot fake and rip and go. Giguebara got off his stance. Created the advantage for Ike. That's a nice bucket.
Ike is going to step to the free throw line. And tonight, 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting. Free throw is good. Second three-point play of the game for the Bulldogs senior. Cuts the lead in half. It's 34-31. Robbie Beasley will bring the ball up the floor. Across the timeline with a dribble. Gets a screen, dribbles to his left. Pull-up jumper for the senior, comes up short. Ajayi flies in and rips down the rebound for the Bulldogs. Nembhard up the left side to Battle. Pulls up on the break, shoots the 3, misses. Thomas, weak side rebound. Gives it up to Beasley, back to Thomas. Had it stripped by Nembhard. It's off of Thomas, and we're headed the other way.
Wow, I thought he got away with a foul there. I thought Nembhard hit him on the wrist. That's what he's asking for. Thomas for San Francisco. Another officiating break for Gonzaga.
Bulldogs trail by 3, under 2 minutes to play first half. Nembhard into the front court to Ajayi, dribbles once, hands it off to Hickman. Hickman finds Nembhard on the back door, cut, lays it off the glass and in. 34-33, 90 seconds to play first half. The Zag fans maybe start making some noise here. Beasley into the front court. Gilman to his right, gets a big screen from Wong. Bounce back out to Wong. He shoots the 3, it misses. Ball is tipped. Boy, Battle's knocked to the ground. The Bulldogs save it to Hickman. Hickman gets it away to Ajayi. Ajayi into the front court. Penetrates. Throws it up. Comes up short. Ball's out of bounds. Zags catch a break there. Out of control. I know he's feeling it, but...
Went to the Euro instead of just going off 2. If you listen to me all season long, you understand my thoughts on the Euro. It's just like over-taught, overused. Just go to a 2-foot jump stop, rise up, and Jump hook off the glass, simple.
Inbound to Hickman under the basket. He misses the layup, and San Francisco comes away with the basketball. Robbie Beasley dribbles into the front court. And San Francisco is going to ask for a timeout with 1:02 to play first half. Wide open with a chance to give the Bulldogs the lead. Hickman couldn't finish. And San Francisco calls a 30-second timeout. Well, hey, Zag fans, with the Xfinity 10G network, get the fastest internet with faster speeds rolling out every day. Enjoy a reliable connection so everyone can be online at once, even during peak hours. Introducing the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity. So 30-second timeout called by San Francisco. Dons have led by as many as 6. Bulldogs' biggest lead has been 3. Winner of this one plays St. Mary's tomorrow. The Gales easily took care of Pepperdine. Nice run for the Waves as a 9 seed. They upset the 5 seed Oregon State.
Yeah, didn't they?
They got Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. Isn't that the first time a 9 seed's made it to the semis? I think that's what I saw.
Yeah, I think that's right. Mo Odom was playing just fantastic basketball. He's carrying the Waves.
Yeah, good basketball player. Todorovic is a good player, too, on the wing. Yeah. You know, we said at the start of the year they were playing hard, and it's good something for them to build on maybe for next year and try to establish some culture.
Now Ryan Beasley has checked back into the game for the Dons. He has the ball. And we'll bring it into the front court. Beasley bounces it to Thomas. Right perimeter. Dribbles out to the top of the key, out of the free throw line. Pull-up, jumper, comes up short. Rebound, Ajayi. Gets it away to Nembhard. Ryan's going to quickly get the Bulldogs into the offensive end. Gets a screen from Ike. Dribbling to the left wing. Pull-up jumper, halfway down, popped out. Ajayi flies in, knocks the ball away from San Francisco, and then Wong's going to be called for the personal foul. And that's going to be his second. Now we'll send Graham Ike to the free throw line. That's 10-team foul, so double bonus. 35.7 seconds to play in the first half. Zags trail the Dons by 1. Graham's first is good. Substitution, Nembhard's going to head to the bench. Emmanuel Inocente will check in. And Lingard's going to come back in with his 2 personal fouls. Second free throw for Ike is good. Graham is into double figures. And the Bulldogs have retaken the lead. It's 35-34. 7-0 run for Gonzaga. 9th lead change. Beasley walks it on half court. Zag fans in attendance on their feet. Beasley just dribbles it down a couple steps inside of half court. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Lingard comes out to set a screen. Inocente fights through it. Beasley bobbles. Now refuses a screen, dribbles to his left, shoots a 3, and knocks it down. Zags are going to quickly inbound. Here's Hickman. There's time, 4 seconds. Nolan to the left side, pull-up jumper, pops out, and that'll do it for the first 20 minutes of play. Well, Inocente trying to guess on that screen, and Beasley just crossed him over and got to a wide-open look. He scored the first 7 points of the game for San Francisco and hits the last basket to give his team the 37-35 halftime lead. Halftime show coming your way next. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. But watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
It's time for home team rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice. Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
On the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the Numerica Credit Union Halftime Show. Numerica Credit Union. Life moves. Live well. Federally insured by NCAA. We'll bring you stats and analysis from the first 20 minutes, as well as a look at scores from around the nation. Now, let's go courtside. Here's the voice of the Zags, Tom Hudson.
Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you. Halftime at the Orleans Arena, where USF has a 37-35 lead over the Bulldogs. Ryan Beasley scored 7 straight points to open the game for USF as the Dons opened a 7-2 lead. Gonzaga, though, would get going and take a 3-point lead thanks to Graham Ike as part of an 8-0 run. Nemhard will walk it across half court. Runs back off into his zone. Nemhard finds Hickman. Hickman to Ike. Two-handed flush, and the Bulldogs lead it by 3. Zags, nice little spurt there, Mo. Ryan Beasley felt like he wasn't going to miss. He got off to a great start, but the Zags got settled down there, and it felt like started to find a little something for about 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah, we did a good job after that first sequence to play better defense. We started going to a trap situation with him, slowed him down a little bit. Graham Ike, good first half, 10.7 rebounds.
We would see the Bulldogs go ahead by 3 on a couple of occasions in that first half. 10-7, also 12-9. USF would go on a little spurt of its own to go back on top. Mike Ajayi coming off the bench with all sorts of energy, helping spark the Zags and tie the game. Rebound is secured by Ike. Graham trying to bring the ball up the floor. Gets it away to Battle. Back to Graham. He leaves it for Ajayi. Another two-handed dunk for Mike Ajayi. We're tied at 14.
The best part about that play, Huddy, looks like Graham was going to go up, and there was a charge situation. He gets rid of it quick and gets out of the way. That was beautiful basketball.
Nice first half for Mike Ajayi. Mo flying around, doing a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, 3 of 7, 3 of 6 from the free throw line, but 7 rebounds, 3 offensive, 9 points. Good sequence.
Now the Bulldogs would tie things up at 14. The teams would go back and forth. The Zags taking the lead one more time thanks to Nolan Hickman, who had 3 points and 3 assists in the first half. Ajayi has it, 3-on-2. Leaves it right side, wide open, look at a 3 for Hickman. Nolan connects, and the Bulldogs go back on top.
Great open court play by Ajayi. Comes to a jump stop instead of running over somebody and finds his teammate.
Now back and forth we would go at the Orleans Arena. Ted lead changes, 5 ties. San Francisco would get ahead of the Bulldogs, only to see Gonzaga come back. It was a 34-28 lead with about 3:10 to play. And Mo, you talked about it being a key sequence. You got that bucket from KB, and then the Bulldogs go on a little run there after giving up a couple of those deep threes. Wong hit a couple, and you felt like maybe they were getting some momentum. But a nice little spurt from the Bulldogs to finish the half.
Yeah, defensively we were decent. We just got to guard the three-point line. 8 of 15 for San Francisco in that first half. So if we can shore that up, we have a much better advantage personnel-wise. We're going to take a quick break here in Las Vegas. When we come back, Matt Schweikert standing by in our Learfield, North Carolina studios with our halftime show score update. Again, it's San Francisco 37, Gonzaga 35. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela! Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything, but while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagscollective.com and get started.
Time for a check of the scores around the WCC and around the nation. Let's go to the network studios.
Gonzaga trailing San Francisco 37-35 at the half. Welcome inside the Learfield Network studios. Matt Schweikert with you here tonight. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. We've had 2 more tickets punched to the NCAA tournament tonight. First, in the SoCon, it was Wofford defeating Furman 92-85, and they will head back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2019. And in the Sun Belt, Troy defeated Arkansas State 94-81. So it's the Trojans joining the list of teams that are headed to the NCAA tournament. Drake, Lipscomb, High Point, Omaha, and SIU Edwardsville, the other schools that have punched their ticket to the big dance thus far. We'll have a couple of more teams secure their bids tomorrow. First, in the Colonial Athletic Association Championship game, it will be UNC Wilmington facing off against Delaware. Delaware went just 5-13 in conference play, but they've won 4 games to get to the final. That game will be at 7 o'clock in Washington, D.C. tomorrow night. In the NEC Championship game, it'll be Central Connecticut and St. Francis. And then in the Horizon League, Robert Morris will battle Youngstown State. Both of those games, 7 o'clock tip-offs as well. And then, of course, we'll have the West Coast Conference final tomorrow night as St. Mary's awaits the winner of this game between San Francisco and Gonzaga. It's a 37-35 lead for San Francisco at halftime. We'll take another break, and our halftime coverage will continue next. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldogs basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, we're passionate about the power of nice. That's because nice isn't just a word. It's our way of doing business. It's about surpassing expectations, bringing kindness and decency to our work, and providing a helping hand when you need it most. And we've been putting nice first for more than a century. Find out just how powerful nice can be. Contact your independent insurance agent today and ask for Western National.
Close your eyes and imagine eating surf and turf at the fanciest steakhouse you've ever been to. Smell the beef, the fish, the cheddar sauce. Oh, there's no cheddar sauce at your imaginary steakhouse? Then open your eyes and head to Arby's. Get a beef and cheddar, fish and cheddar, or crispy fish. 2 for just $6.99. It's even better than you ever imagined.
Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Jan from Toyota here. Feeling cooped up from winter? Well, now until March 31st is the perfect time for a new Toyota, like Camry, Grand Highlander, and more. So you can get back out there and do the things you love, like hitching up the boat to a tundra for a lake day.
I haven't water skied in a long time.
Live out your spring fantasies with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
We're back at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, where the Zags trail by 2 at halftime, 37-35. San Francisco is on top. This rivalry here between Gonzaga and San Francisco, boy, it's been interesting now. 4 of the last 5 meetings, the game's either been tied, a 1-point lead, or a 2-point lead at halftime. The Bulldogs have been victorious in all of those games. Let's take a look at our first half statistics. The Zags hit 13 of 35 field goal attempts in the first half. That's 37%. They were 2 out of 8 shooting threes, 7 of 11 at the free throw line. Individually, Graham Ike with 10 points on 3 of 6 shooting. He made all 4 of his free throws. Mike Ajayi off the bench, 9 points. He was 3 of 7 from the field. Missed 3 free throws. He was 3 out of 6 there, but 9 points and 7 rebounds. He and Ike each with 7 boards to lead the way for Gonzaga. Scoring drops off after that. Caleb Battle with 5 in the first half. Braden Huff had 4. 3 for Nolan Hickman, who was 1 for 5 from the field. Nemhard and Gregg each with 2 points. Nemhard 4 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal for Gonzaga. Meanwhile, for the San Francisco Dons, Ryan Beasley, 4 out of 7 from the field, 10 points. He knocked down a couple of threes on 3 attempts. Malik Thomas had 9 points in the first half. Benji Wong finished with 8. He went 2 for 5 from behind the 3-point line. 5 points for Tyrone Riley, the freshman. 3 points scored by Carlton Lingard Jr. He knocked down a 3-point shot, and that's really been the story of the game. 14 out of 32 shooting for San Francisco. That's 43.8%, but 8 out of 15 shooting 3-point shots. They were 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So, Mo, that's obviously the key number right now. We talk about the analytics, and three's more than 2. When you go 8 out of 15, you've got a chance.
Yeah, you got a chance, and it's something that they've always been known for, and it's, guys get excited for tournament time, and then, Wang hits 2, and Beasley's obviously been terrific for behind the arc for them, so going to have to run them on the line and maybe live with some back doors and stuff like that, but can't allow them to go 8 for 15 in the second half.
San Francisco 37, Zags 35. Halftime here in our second semifinal game. St. Mary's a winner over Pepperdine earlier tonight to advance to the championship contest. Second half from Vegas coming your way right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities. Education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
Next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Benz Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camas Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline-4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Benz Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
We are back at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, where the Bulldogs trail by 2 at halftime in a game that has featured 10 lead changes and 5 ties. Mo, keys to the second half for the Zags to get out here with a win and hopefully get that rematch with St. Mary's tomorrow.
Well, guard the 3-point line. That's the obvious one. Decent job on the glass, +1. We got to continue to try to extend that number, but I think guarding the 3-point line, doing a better job on Beasley, who had a terrific game last night against the Cougs and followed it up here with the 4 for 7, 10 points in the first half. So defensively, run him off the line.
First 2 meetings, San Francisco went 7 of 26 and 3 of 18 from behind the 3-point line. They've gone 8 of 15 here tonight. Ben Grego's 2 personal fouls on the floor to open the second half. Out there with Nemhard, Ike, Battle, and Hickman. Nolman still rubbing that left elbow. He landed hard trying to tip a ball. Still kind of favoring that a little bit.
I wonder if he goes with one of those arm sleeve with the pads, you know, that I see a lot of the kids wearing and some NBA players wearing. I wonder if that's probably going to be something he's going to have to deal with.
USF will have the ball to open the second half. It'll be Riley, Thomas, Lingard, Wong, and Ryan Beasley. Riley's going to inbound right at half court. Zags won the first meeting at home, 88-77. They won the second meeting last Saturday, 95-75. San Francisco with the 2-point lead and the basketball as we start the second half. Thomas will bring it into the front court. Gives it up to Lingard at three-point line. Big man over to Beasley on the left sideline. Beasley bounced it to Wong. Wong at the top of the key. Looking down low, throws it, and a hold is going to be called on the Bulldogs. They want an offensive foul call.
Yeah, I thought they could have
on
been
the push-off. I did too.
Actually, that's actually a decent foul, though. If he catches that, Thomas, that's an easy layup. So kind of live with that one.
Well, Beasley will inbound on the baseline. Gets it into Lingard in the far corner. Hands it back to the point guard. Beasley gets a screen. Dribbling on the right wing. Gets it over to Lingard. He fakes the three-pointer. Misses the one-hander. Rolls off the rim and into the hands of Graham Ike for his 8th rebound of the game. Nembhard the other way. So Bulldogs move left to right in the second half. Ike behind the play. Fakes a three. Couple dribbles. Hands it off to Nembhard. Ryan, the screen from Graham. Dribbles to the right wing. Can't get a pass away. Able to wrap one around to Greg. Greg sees Ike in the paint. Graham scores it. Could have been Wong's third personal. We're tied at 37.
Good lead pass by Ben. To kind of throw him open in that situation.
37-37, our 6th tie of the night. Beasley gets a screen from Lingard out top. Dribbling with the left hand, leans in to Hickman. Shot too strong off the glass. He wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Ike rebounds, Bulldogs head the other way. Nembhard into the front court. Dribbling to his left, off the Ike screen, shoots a three for the lead, rims out. Greg tips it, but Wong chases down the loose ball. Still tied at 37. Into the front court is Thomas. Pulls up, fires a three, misses the three. Ike had another rebound. Riley poked it away, but Graham got it back. Well, Ryan Nembhard, I don't know if he got hit in the throat. He got hit somewhere. Yeah, he's a little shaken up. He gave the ball. Nolan Hickman going to let him handle things for a second. Hickman gets a screen from Greg, bounces back to Ben. Ben fakes the shot, looks down low where he's got Ike. Ike finishes Zags back on top.
2 big-to-big passes in a row for Ben Gregg. Good decision.
39-37 is the Gonzaga advantage. Wong to Lingard. Big man at the top of the key, dribbles it once, underhanded flip to Beasley. Beasley dribbling to his left, back out to Lingard. He shoots a three. It's off the mark, and the rebound goes to Nembhard. He fought it away from Riley. Ryan quickly the other way with the left hand, dribbles to the wing, picks it up, bounces for Ike. Ike spins with the right hand and scores. How is that not a foul, Mo? Lingard had him wrapped up.
Had him wrapped up, but that's a great finish. Gonzaga fans coming alive a little bit.
41-37, and here they come. Beasley off the Lingard screen, dribbles to the right elbow, throws it up to Lingard on the alley-oop to silence the crowd. 41-39 Zags, 2.5 gone by here in the second half. Nembhard, the battle out top for Greg. Ben changes direction with the dribble, short pass on the right sideline to Nembhard. Nembhard dribbles to the left wing, gets to the baseline on the far side, wraps a pass down low to Graham Ike. That shot's in, and that's the second time in a row Lingard has just had him wrapped up.
I think he's trying to foul him, too. I don't know what the refs are not seeing, but nonetheless, good job by Ike finishing through contact.
Graham with 16 now. Beasley hands it off to Thomas. He turns the corner. Can't get up a shot. Pass back out to Wong at the three-point line. He'll drive with the left hand, scoops it up, wouldn't go down. Flying in is Thomas. Putback is no good, but he is fouled. Let's see who they get.
Graham's.
Looks like Graham. That'll be his second personal foul. Yeah, Mo, I don't know what in the world. I mean, Lingard on both of those shots by Graham.
Wrapped up, and it's almost because he had him at 4 feet. It's almost like he's kind of giving up, saying, hey, I don't want to give up a layup, but like I said, good job by Ike finishing through contact.
Thomas misses the first free throw. Wong's going to check out. So is Lingard. They're going to go with Abosi and Gigaberia. Thomas ready for his second. That one's good. He's into double figures. Bulldogs 43, Dons 40. Nembhard brings the ball into the offensive end for the Bulldogs with a left-handed dribble. Hands it off on the far sideline to Hickman. Gets a screen from Ike. Picks up his dribble. Looks on the baseline where he's got Ben Gregg. Going to work on a Bosi. Spins around him. Little one-hander. Banks it off the glass and in.
I didn't think that was going in. Did you?
No, I did not. 5-point lead for the Bulldogs. It's their biggest of the game. Beasley dribbles on the right sideline, about 30 feet from the basket. Bounces it. Gigabaria has it in the paint. He throws it up and throws it in. 45-42. Hickman to Gregg trailing. Back over to Hickman. Hickman to Gregg, little pick and roll. Ben, one-hander, that one wouldn't go down. Offensive rebound for Ben. He had it stripped away by a Bosi. The ball's out of bounds, last touch by the Dons. And with that whistle, we have an official timeout at the Orleans Arena. 15 minutes, 58 seconds to play. Zags 45, Dons 42. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Nice start to the second half for the Zags, who lead now 45-42 over San Francisco. Gonzaga Basketball brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. The Zags have hit 5 of 7 coming out of the locker room, Mo. And Graham Ike has been a man on a mission here. He's really come out of that locker room red hot. 18 points on 7 of 10.
Yes, got real low post positioning and done a good job of finishing through contact. Like we said, 10 rebounds already as well. So good job by him and our guys getting them established inside. It takes the passer as well. Ben Gregg's had 2 terrific passes to him early in the this first stanza here in the second half. Get him going.
Ike's 8th double-double of the season. Still 15:58 to play. Well, the Bulldogs have also shored things up on the glass at this juncture. They've gone from down 6 early to +4 on the glass, 27-23. Teams back on the floor here. It will be Gonzaga basketball. Nemhard to inbound on the baseline. And the Zags moving left to right here in the second half. Pass in for Ike is knocked out of bounds. Zags will do it again. This time from the corner. Nemhard moves over a few feet. And Ryan's trying to get someone's attention so he can inbound. Able to get it into Ike. Ike going to work, gets around the defender, fires a pass to a wide open Caleb Battle. His 3 from the left side is good. Battle gives the Bulldogs their biggest lead of the game. It's 48-42. Beasley dribbles at 40 feet. Passes left side to Bosi. Thought about a 3, now pulled it down. Couple jab steps. Now kicks it back out top. Gigabaria has it. Right side. 3 on the way, and that one's good. A big answer came from Thomas. 48-45. Nemhard gets a screen from Gregg, dribbles to the left wing. Now retreats, short pass to Battle, back to Nembhard. Screen from Ike. Ryan drives, kicks right side. Hickman fakes the three, gets into the paint, leans in with the left hand. He finishes. Zags 50, Dons 45.
Yeah, beautiful move right there. Getting to the paint, finishing.
San Francisco with the ball. Thomas trapped briefly, able to get it away to Abosi. Abosi dribbling to the left. Keeps his dribble alive, trying to get the baseline around Ben Gregg. He does and reverses. Ben playing with those 2 fouls, let him slip by and score. Hickman with it now. Screen from Ike, refuses it, gives it back to Graham at the top of the key. He'll shoot a 3-pointer, and it's nowhere close. Off the glass and clanked off the rim. Bulldogs lead by 3, nearly 6 minutes gone by in the second half. Beasley just inside a half court with the dribble. Abosi comes and sets a screen. Beasley dribbles to his right. Another Abosi screen, bounces back to Abosi. He tries to throw it down low. The ball is knocked loose. Battle comes away with it. Battle driving, leaning into Thomas. Thomas strips it away, and the Bulldogs are going to have the ball out of bounds. Substitutions for USF. Lingard, Wong, and Robbie Beasley are going to check in. Gaviria, Abosi, and Riley are going to head to the bench. Nembhard's going to inbound for the Bulldogs. On the baseline, finds Battle cutting. He misses, but he's fouled.
That's 2 in a row. Or 2 this game, from San Francisco, just giving up a point blanker from baseline OB. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish on the formation defensively. Just a straight dive cut.
That is foul number 3 on Wong. Meanwhile, Malik Thomas looks like he's got maybe some blood on his shoulder, so he's going to have to check out of the game. And technically, they've got 30 seconds to fix it, but they're just going to sub Riley in. So Thomas is going to get a quick breather. Battle steps to the free throw line to shoot 2. Makes his first. Ben Gregg checks out. Mike Ajayi in for him. Graham Ike to the bench. Braden Huff returns. Hickman checks out. Inocente on the floor for the Bulldogs. Battle ready for his second free throw. And that one's all net. Lead back to 5 for Gonzaga. 14 minutes to play here in the semifinals in Las Vegas. Beasley, burst of speed, couldn't get around Inocente, bounces it, the pass is almost stolen. Caleb Battle knocks it away from Riley and out of bounds. Well, KB is saying that Riley was last to touch, and the officials aren't going to listen to him, and they're going to just give it to San Francisco and we'll play on. Riley gives it up to Lingard out top. Kicks it back out. Riley with it again. Screen from Lingard. They throw it over the top. Lingard catches. Blocked from behind by Ajayi. And we've got a whistle of foul. The 3 white shirts were in there. And I think they're going to get Mike his first of the game. Lingard will step to the free throw line. Lingard 5 points tonight. Has the ball from the official. Big deep breath. And the first one is good. Second for Lingard is also good. 52-49. Zags on top. Nembhard into the front court with a left-handed dribble. Snaps it left side to Battle. Fakes the 3. Pull-up jumper on the run. Boy.
Tough shot.
Degree of difficulty. 10. Knocked it down 54-45. Or 49, excuse me. Robbie Beasley dribbles to the left baseline. Gets the pass away to Wong. Wong travels. We're headed the other way. Good defense by the Bulldogs. And it's Gonzaga ball. 13:09 to play here. And now Ryan Beasley's going to check out. And Thomas checks back in. Nembhard into the front court. Left side pass into Chente in front of the GU bench. Being hounded by Thomas, gets it away to Battle. Battle in front of the GU bench, rises and fires another three. That one's off the mark. Riley has the rebound. Robbie Beasley into the front court. Zags lead is still 5. Lingard sets a screen. Beasley doesn't use it. Driving, and we're going to get a foul. Coach Few has the same reaction a lot of us do, which is, what was that?
His hands are back. He's beaten into a spot. I don't know what else he can do defensively.
Machente whistled for his first. Beasley to inbound. Lobs it into Lingard, three-point line right side. Hands it back to Beasley, poked away from behind by Nembhard. Beasley gets it back. Dribbling to his right, pass to Lingard at the free throw line. Lingard's going to shoot the jumper and hit it. 54-51. Ajayi behind the play. Wong dares him to shoot. Instead, Mike is going to dribble to the free throw line. Pull up, halfway down, rims out. Rebound into Chente. And foul is going to go against the Bulldogs. I don't know if that's Braden Huff.
Yep.
Huff will pick up his first.
Reach.
Zags lead 54-51. San Francisco has the ball. Robbie Beasley walks it into the front court. That screen from Lingard again. Can't shake free of Nembhard. Beasley drives, pushes, passes to Riley. Riley looking for Thomas. The pass a little bit too hot. Turnover on the Dons. 11 minutes, 58 seconds to play in our basketball game. It's Zags by 3, 54-51, our score in Las Vegas. Back after this, you're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service, and that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273 or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time.
The crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
At Papa Murphy's, dinner's easy and delicious. We make it fresh, scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, so you can bake it at home. Hot, fresh, and perfect every time. Try the Cowboy Pizza tonight for just $12.99. Order now at papamurphys.com. Change the way you pizza. At Papa Murphy's, dinner's easy and delicious. We make it fresh, scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, so you can bake it at home. Hot, fresh, and perfect every time. Try the Cowboy Pizza tonight for just $12.99. Order now at papamurphys.com. Change the way you pizza.
$11 minutes, 58 seconds to play at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. Zags leading by a score of 54-51 over USF. The Bulldogs, after shooting 37% in the first half, they were 13 out of 35. They've opened the second half 8 of 13 from the field. San Francisco also shooting pretty well. They're 5 out of 10 since halftime. 11 lead changes, 6 ties. Both teams' biggest lead has been 6. And Graham Ike double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds. Caleb Battle is into double figures with 12. Ajayi, 9 points, 7 rebounds. Those all came in the first half for the Bulldogs. Rebounding numbers, Zags up 1, 27-26. San Francisco jumped out. Was really doing a good job on the glass early, but the Bulldogs have solidified that. It'll be Ajayi, Inocente, Hickman, Battle, and Huff for the Bulldogs. Gonzaga is going to have the ball and a 3-point lead. Hickman will run the offense with Nembhard getting a breather. Nolan's into the front court with it. Left side pass to Battle, right back to Hickman. Hickman gets a screen from Huff. Dribbles to his left. Bounces it to Ajayi. Now to Huff. Spins in the paint. A little right-handed shot over Wong. Wouldn't go down. And the rebound is tipped out to Beasley. Beasley into the front court. Dribbles to his left, gives it up to Lingard. Lingard gets a screen, shoots a three, it rims out. Rebound is secured by Innocente for the Bulldogs. Hickman now to the top of the key with a dribble, looking for Huff. It's not there. Finds a wide open Mike Ajayi. That three won't go down. Fight for the rebound. Huff had his hands on it, trying to save it. It is stolen. Nice play by Beasley. Here comes Thomas the other way. Thomas going to work on Ajayi. Gets to the rim. Oh, no. That's such an anticipation call, Mo. I mean, the kid didn't go for the shot. He went around the defender to throw a pass.
Yeah. Minimal contact, too. At least he called it on the pass and didn't give him a shooting.
Gee whiz.
Let's go. Huey's going to go with Greg for Ajayi because that defense that San Francisco is just backing off. It's kind of disrupted our flow a little bit on Ajayi.
San Francisco, Ryan Beasley back in, inbounds to Wong. He gets up the jump shot from the baseline and hits. 54-53, the Zags lead is one. Greg out top with it, looking down low for Huff. It's not there, instead to Battle. Battle dribbles to the top of the key, defended by Wong. Drives, leans in, can't finish almost, but Wong has whistled for the personal foul, and that will be his fourth. Comes the 10:43 mark, and it looks like a Bosi is going to check back in. Caleb's first is on net. Wong to the bench, a Bosi in. KB makes them both. Lead back to 3 for the Bulldogs. Ryan Beasley back on the floor. And we've got a whistle. Maybe it was a clock issue. Yeah. San Francisco inbound from the far sideline. Pass into Beasley in the backcourt. Beasley between the circles, bounces it to Abosi. Abosi at the three-point line. Hands it back to Beasley. He snaps a pass left side. Thomas coming off a screen. Pull-up jumper, free throw line. Wouldn't go down. Popcorned out of there right into the hands of Caleb Battle. Battle to Greg at the top of the key. Looking down low for Huff. It's not there. Spins away from pressure. Hands it off to Innocente. Innocente almost turned it over. Got it away to Huff. Huff for Hickman. Hickman to the baseline where he's cut off. Pass out to Battle. He's open. He fires. The three is good. The Bulldogs lead is back to 6. 59-53, under 10 to play. Beasley dribbling over by his head coach, Chris Gurleson, getting the play call. Dribbling to his left off the Lingard screen, gets another one. Dribbles back to his right. Now they get it to Riley. Riley going to work on Battle. Backs him down. And they're going to get a foul. I thought he traveled before. And the official's going to say push. The Zag fans don't like it. They're realizing what's going on. And Coach Few is pleading his case to the official. Riley's going to step to the free throw line. I thought he took a couple extra steps before he even got the shot up, Mo.
Same here. I thought he shuffled his feet. Interesting calls with our guys in the post defensively where we're holding our spot with a wall. So I don't know. So Huey was saying to the ref, I don't know what else he can do. And they always, he pushed. Well, there's going to be some contact, right?
Riley, the lefty, made his first. His second one is also good. 59-56 is the Bulldogs' lead now. And Hickman will bring it across half court. It's 59-55, the two made free throws. Here's Hickman holding on the left side. Graham Ike's checked back in for Huff. Pass left corner, Battle. Catches, shoots, misses. Ike fighting for the rebound, and the foul's going to go against Lingard. That's number 3 on the starting center for USF. Hickman's going to inbound for GU. Battle coming off the screen in the right corner, dribbles baseline, passes it out to Greg. Greg, the three-point line on the right side. We've got a whistle, and we're going to have a foul, and it looks like
Boosie.
Oh, Bosey. Well, the way Lingard reacted, I thought maybe he picked up his 4th.
The cut by Graham, they switched defenders on Ike.
Zags inbound to Ike out top. Graham, couple dribbles, hands it off to Hickman. Hickman defended by Beasley. Bounces it to Ike on the pick and roll. Had it knocked away. Beasley comes away with the basketball. Hickman challenges. Shot rejected. Volleyball swatted by Caleb Battle and will head the other way. Hickman with it. Hickman penetrates, kicks, right corner. Innocente, open 3. Wouldn't go down. Bosey comes away with a rebound. That would have brought the roof off of this place. 59-55, Bulldogs lead is still 4. Thomas driving, reverses, and scores. Got around Ike and finished. 59-57. 8:35 to play. Hickman gives it away to Greg. Greg looks in the paint. Ike catches, can't finish, and that's... This official had to call that before. I don't know why he didn't, but when Graham missed, at least he blew his whistle.
Yeah. It's a hold situation that happened the first 2 times down in the start of this second half that we talked about.
I mean, guy's got 2 arms wrapped around him and is pulling him, not just wrapped up, but pulling him away from the basket.
Obvious foul.
It's 4 on Lingard as Graham's free throw pops out.
Big free throws late in the second half here. Knock him down.
Ryan Nembhard checks in for Battle. Ike ready for his second free throw. That one's all net. 1 out of 2. 60-57 is the Gonzaga lead. Chris Gerlison calling out the play. Beasley dribbles now to the left side of the floor. Refuses the screen of Bosey. Passes back to him on a little pick and pop. Bosey can't get anything. He wants to go to work on Hickman. Drives with the left hand. Keeps it alive. Still backing him down. Gets to a fadeaway. Won't go down. Ball is loose. Innocente chases it down. Innocente pass to Nembhard. Nembhard looking for Ike. The pass is deflected and stolen. Quick hands, and Riley's going to dunk to cut the Bulldogs lead to 1. San Francisco calls a timeout with 7 minutes and 48 seconds to play. Boy, Ryan saw that. We saw it from our angle. It looked open.
Yep.
One of the Dons made a great play, tipped it, and they get the bucket on the other end. 7:48 to play in our basketball game. Zags 60, Dons 59. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service, and that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273 or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time.
At Western National Insurance, nice is a little word that does big things for everyone. Nice is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with Nice as our foundation. Experience the power of Nice for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
There, if you're looking for an all-star lineup of sporty all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, make a smart play and head on out to Cal. Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you. We've got ourselves a heck of a basketball game here. Second semifinal game. The Zags lead 60-59. 11 lead changes, 6 ties. Both teams have led by as many as 6. Individually, Graham Ike leading the way with 19 points. Caleb Battle has 17. Ajayi with 9. Zags have gone a little cold, Mo. One of their last 7 from the field, and San Francisco still hanging around.
Yeah, we've got to figure out how to string together some stops and obviously score on the other end. It's close to winning time with 7:48 left in this ball game, only up 1.
So Riley with the dunk. Now has 9 points. It's going to be Gonzaga basketball here. Coming out of the timeout with Hickman, Ike, Inocente, Nemhard, and Gregg. Ryan into the front court. Gets a screen from Ike. Dribbles to his left. Pull-up jumper. Good. Nemhard knocks it down at 62-59. Beasley into the front court now. A couple of Dons run into each other. Now here's a bounce to Abosi at the three-point line. Ben Gregg defends him. Abosi passes in the corner. Igaberia has it. He's going to get into the paint. His shot is good, and a foul on Graham Ike. Boy, a kid who's scoring less than 2 points a game is giving them a couple of buckets here tonight.
Yeah, he's actually looked pretty good, in my opinion, for them off the bench.
And that is foul number 3 on Graham Ike. Igaberia with a chance to tie the game with 7:12 to play. He'll be at the free throw line when we come back from this timeout. Zag 62, Don 61. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, nice is a little word that does big things for everyone. Nice is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with Nice as our foundation. Experience the power of Nice for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Close your eyes and imagine eating surf and turf at the fanciest steakhouse you've ever been to. Smell the beef, the fish, the cheddar sauce. Oh, there's no cheddar sauce at your imaginary steakhouse? Then open your eyes and head to Arby's. Get a beef and cheddar, fish and cheddar, or crispy fish. 2 for just $6.99. It's even better than you ever imagined.
Arby's, we have the meats. At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Anyone who works for themselves has the toughest boss on the planet, a real taskmaster with no respect for nights or weekends. Still, it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Wheatland Bank makes running a business seamless with a careful mix of personal service, deep resources, and the latest tech. After all, you're only human. Unlike that bully whose name's on the door, your 5-star Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bud Light is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you here in Las Vegas. It's been a tight one throughout. San Francisco led by 6 on 2 separate occasions in the first half. The Bulldogs have led by 6 here in the second. 11 lead changes, 6 ties. Out of the Zags huddle, it'll be Nemhard, Battle, Hickman, Gregg, and Ike. Higabaria, Riley, Thomas, Ryan Beasley, and Abosi on the floor currently for San Francisco. Free throw is on the way and short into the hands of Ben Gregg. And Gonzaga continues to lead. It's 62-61. Nemhart walks it across half court. It's defended by Riley. It's a screen from Ike. Ryan dribbles to his left, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Riley got away with the first one, but the official got him on the second. It's Riley's first of the game. And it's going to send Nemhard to the free throw line.
Next one.
Ben Gregg will inbound for the Bulldogs in front of the GU bench. Short pass into Nemhard. Riley again defends him. Ike sets a screen. Ryan dribbles to the right elbow. Picks it up, flips over the top. Caught by Ike, who scores it off the glass, and he's fouled. Abosi came over on the help, body bumped. He didn't get called for the foul, though. It's Riley, and Graham is headed to the free throw line.
Great pass from Nemhard. That was a tough angle. Then Ike with the catch and finish, three-point opportunity.
Ike's free throw is all net. He's got 22 points. Zags lead 65-61. Bulldog fans going to get up and make some noise. Beasley on the right sideline. Hands it off to Thomas. A couple of dribbles from him over to Abosi between the circles. To the big man, Jabari at the three-point line. He hands it off to Beasley. Beasley into the paint, had it stripped. He wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Ike comes away with a loose ball to Battle. Battle driving, leaves it for Ike. Graham gets around the defender and scores it off the glass. San Francisco wants a timeout.
Huge sequence, good defensive play on one end, and then great fast break basketball. Simple. Ike with the jump stop, step through. Zags up 6.
Timeout, San Francisco. Chris Gerlifson is staring down the official. He's chasing him across the floor. And now they're going to have a conversation. Well, Beasley was in there and obviously trying to draw contact. He just threw his arms out. And
yeah, those are hard ones. Like when we talk about it with our own guy, Caleb Battle, who's had a terrific season. Sometimes when you're jumping in and searching for the foul, officials, rightfully so, have been trained to stop calling that from NBA basketball all the way down to high school basketball because it's manipulating the rules instead of trying to just go up and score the basketball. So I think he has kind of a case, but if you're Beasley in that spot, you can't expect the refs to bail you out. You got to go up and try to score it. But good job by our guys getting the steal and then leading the break. And that was a beautiful pass from Caleb Battle. Instead of taking a tough 12-footer, comes to a jump stop, trail pass. EK's recipient of the fast break, easy layup.
Yeah, Graham, his 13th 20-point game of the season.
He's had a good game. He's been terrific. What's he at? 9 for 13, 10 rebounds as well. It's a big sequence coming out of this timeout. A little bit of momentum. Good job by San Francisco calling that timeout to kind of spur that. Crowd was getting into it, but if we can try to extend this thing to a 10-point game, get a little more anxiety out of the building. There's a lot of basketball left to play, though. 6:15 left.
San Francisco will have the ball out of the timeout. Lingard checks back in with those 4 personals. We've got Abosi, Beasley, Lingard, Riley, and Thomas for USF. Same 5 out there for the Bulldogs that were out prior to the timeout. Hickman defending Beasley. Beasley dribbles to his left, passes back right. Lingard dribbles it once, hands it off to Thomas. Thomas driving with the left hand, leans in, and that is a complete and utter makeup call. They're giving San Francisco, Mark Few is not happy, and he shouldn't be. Thomas straight up just leaned into Graham, and students don't like it all that much either. And that is foul number 4 on Graham Ike.
That's a tough sequence right there, too.
It comes with 5:59 to play. And Thomas will step to the free throw line. First one's good. He's going to shoot one more. He said he was on the ground, not in the act of shooting. Second one for Thomas. Rims out. Battle has the rebound for Gonzaga. 67-62, under 6 minutes to play here in Las Vegas. Semifinal game. The second-seeded Zags and the third-seeded Dons. Nembhard gets a screen from Huff, dribbles to the right wing, leans in on Riley, throws it off the glass and in. Boy, a lot of contact there, but Ryan finished, and the lead is 7. Beasley dribbles on the left sideline, 30 feet from the basket. Screen from Lingard, now dribbling between the circles. Right side pass to Thomas. Gets a screen from Abosi. Thomas underneath the basket with the dribble, just keeps his feet in bounds and dribbles into the near corner. Thomas now defended by Huff. He wants a clear out. Thomas dribbles to his left, step back three, won't go down, fight for the rebound, battle, takes it away from Riley. That's a big time board.
That's a huge rebound, undersized. That was beautiful body control to tip that to himself.
Nembhard brings it into the front court. Bulldogs 69, Don 62. Nembhard gets a screen from Huff. Pull-up jumper, right wing, won't go down. Rebound at the free throw line goes to Beasley. Beasley into the front court with it. It's defended by Huff. Step back, deep three for Beasley. Off the rim. Riley with the rebound. Throws it up. No foul, will head the other way. Nembhard into the front court. Fires a one-hander over to Hickman. He fakes the three. Penetrates. Off the glass. Wouldn't go down. San Francisco with the rebound. Lingard comes away with it. 4.5 to play. It's still a 69-62 Bulldog lead. Beasley hands it off to Thomas. Thomas dribbling out top, throws it up for Lingard. Lingard had it knocked away from behind by Nembhard.
Good steal.
They had the mismatch. Nembhard poked it away from behind. We approach 4 minutes to play. Nembhard into the front court. Coach Few wants a timeout. This timeout's going to extend to a full timeout, so we're going to take it as well. 4:02 to play. Gonzaga 69, San Francisco 62. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Benz Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camas Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure. Or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline-4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Benz Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Jan from Toyota here. Feeling cooped up from winter? Well, now until March 31st is the perfect time for a new Toyota, like Camry, Grand Highlander, and more. So you can get back out there and do the things you love, like hitching up the boat to a tundra for a lake day.
I haven't water skied in a long time.
Live out your spring fantasies with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
A big night for Graham Ike has helped the Bulldogs take a 7-point lead over San Francisco with 4 minutes and 2 seconds to play in our basketball game. 24-10. Graham does have 4 personal fouls. Zags with the lead and the basketball. Well, it's Zags fans versus Coug fans. The Northern Quest Winning Colors Challenge Hey, get your Gonzaga Camus rewards card and play for the Zags. The fan base with most points wins $10,000 for the program. Details at northernquest.com. The Zags will inbound from the sideline, right in front of the Gonzaga bench. .24 for Graham, 17 scored by Caleb Battle. Here are the two Zags in double figures. Hickman inbounds to Nembhard. Ryan brings from the left side of the floor to the right. Now gets a screen from Huff. Dribbles to the free throw line. Now retreats. Picks it up. Pass out to Hickman. Hickman gives it up to Huff. Huff going to work on Lingard, who placed those 4 fouls. Gets up the hook shot and hits. Braden Huff extends the lead to 9 at 71-62. Beasley dribbling to his left, gives it up to Thomas. Thomas drives, leans in, it's good, and a foul. Thomas headed to the free throw line with 3:32 to play. That's the second foul on Braden Huff. He's going to check out.
I just read Huey's lips. He's exactly right. That's a no call. He's retreating and trying to get out of the way. It's a great finish by Thomas, but it's been a head scratcher from these officials on both ends of the floor. Some obvious ones they don't call, and then they call these ticky-tack, and then the other guy, but on the other end, our guy's getting wrapped up, and they don't call it, so.
Free throw is good for Thomas. 71-65 Zags. Thomas has 19 points in the game. Nembhard into the front court with it for the Bulldogs. Dribbles to his left. He back in for Huff. Sets a screen from Nembhard. Throws it over the top. Graham catches. He misses, but he's fouled from behind.
Great. Another great pass.
Luke will be at the free throw line. The barrier whistle for his second personal foul as he just checked in for Lingard. Now Lingard's going to go back in. They're going to try to do as much offense for defense as they can. Graham's first is good. Lingard returns for USF. Ike ready for his second. And that one's good as well. 73-65, Zags on top. Beasley quickly up the right side. Hands it off to Thomas. Long is returned. He has it now between the circles. Over to Thomas for a three. It's an air ball, and it's out of bounds. Gonzaga basketball. Cam Ike running down with his hands on the floor to play offense, his hands in the air. Now we're going to have a substitution for USF. It's like a Bosi will check in for Thomas. Bosi's going to pressure Nembhard. 73-65 Zags as we approach 3 minutes to play. Nembhard, left sideline pass. Hickman has it there. Back to Nembhard. Little one-hander on the baseline. Good. Well, Ryan snuck to that spot twice tonight, Mo.
UCLA cut.
75-65. Beasley drives high off the glass. Wouldn't go down. A whistle and a foul. Nembhard picks up the personal. Zags leading 75-65. Their first double-digit lead of the night comes with just under 3 minutes to play. And Beasley's going to step to the free throw line. First one is off the mark. Beasley's going to shoot one more. For the free throw, Robbie Beasley's going to check in. They're going for Wong. They'll go small. Malik Thomas waits to check in if Beasley can make the second free throw.
Why would he sub in for Beasley? I don't understand that,
right? Beasley goes 1 out of 2.
That doesn't make sense to me. Beasley's your best perimeter player.
75-66. Full court pressure coming. Hickman inbounds to Nembhard. Now the Dons will back off. Abosi waits for Nembhard as he brings it across half court. Ryan dribbles from his left to his right. To Ike, right back to Nembhard. 3-point line left side. Ryan looking down low, nothing's there. Trying to get it to Ben Gregg. He's got a mismatch, but can't find him. Nembhard drives, kicks, right side battle, 3 off the front of the rim. 2:20 to play, 75-66. Zags on top. Abosi into the front court. Gives it up to Lingard out top. Big man dribbles once, hands it off to Riley, who's returned. Riley dribbling to his left, penetrates, cut off by Ike. Bounces, looking for Lingard, knocked away and stolen by Battle. They thought they had the backdoor cut, and Battle stepped up and made a big-time defensive play. Zag fans on their feet. Nembhard just inside of half court with a dribble. 1 minute, 45 seconds left in this semifinal game. Nembhard off an Ike screen, passes back to Graham. Thought about a 3, pulled it down, gives it up to Hickman instead. Nolan dribbling with 6 seconds to shoot. Trying to get around Thomas. Drives, he's pushed. They're going to say foul on the floor. Well, the foul goes against Thomas, just his second. And Hickman will step to the free throw line to shoot the front end of a 1-and-1. Robbie Beasley and Abosi check out. Like Wong and Lingard are back in. Check that, Beasley returns. Front end for Hickman is good. And Achente in for Battle. Hickman goes 2 for 2. 11-point lead for the Bulldogs, their biggest of the night. Thomas is going to bring the ball quickly into the front court. Gets a screen from Lingard, doesn't use it. He's going to go right to the basket. Ike, though, chases him into the corner. Out to Wong. Wong hands it off to Beasley. Beasley dribbling to his right, shoots the 3. It's no good. Lingard poked it away from Ike, but Gregg comes away with a rebound for the Zags and pumps his fist as he flips it over to Ryan Nembhard. Zag fans on their feet. Nembhard across half court. Heavy pressure from Thomas. It's a screen from Ike. Ryan dribbles to the left elbow. Keeps the dribble alive. Now to the right wing. Leans in. Wouldn't go down. Ball batted and chased down by Thomas. Thomas brings it up the sideline. The official was looking right at it. A bunch of fans thought that maybe he stepped on the sideline, but instead he's going to go coast to coast and lay it in. .53 seconds left. San Francisco calls the timeout. Gonzaga leading 77-68. Well, at First Interstate, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC. 9-point lead, but Mo's got to close this thing out. 53 seconds. Yep. Take care of the basketball.
Get your 4 across or your baseline OB press break situation and talk about who you want the ball to get thrown to, and then obviously go down and make free throws and ice the game.
Caleb Battle is going to check back in for the Bulldogs. Battle, Nembhard, Hickman, Gregg, and Ike for GU. Checking in for the first time in the second half, James O'Donnell. Also, Riviera Torres. We have not seen him tonight. Hickman inbound, has the baseline to run. He does, gets it into Battle, and the foul is going to be called on Thomas. I can read Chris Gerlison's lips. He said we weren't trying to foul. Which, I think every coach, right? It's like If the clock would have run for 4 more seconds, then the foul would have been called. He would have said, "What are you doing? We wanted to foul him."
Foul right away. Yeah. Who knows?
Battle is going to step to the free throw line. The other 4 Zags on the floor are going to stand just inside a half court. Run to the rim and rolled over. O'Donnell out, Lingard in. Wong is back in for Riley. Second one good as well. 79-68, Inocente in for Battle. KB now with 19 points. USF inbounds. Thomas will let it bounce up the floor. Clock doesn't start till he touches it. He does, and there's under 50 seconds to play. Thomas defended by Inocente. Step back, deep 3, all net. 79-71. Inbound to Ike, who was immediately fouled, and I believe Lingard is just fouled out of the game. .43 seconds left. 79-71. St. Mary's awaits the winner of this one. Top-seeded Gales had no problem with number 9 seed Pepperdine in our first game. The championship game's tomorrow night at 6. Graham Ike at the free throw line with 26 points, 10 rebounds. Mike Ajayi has checked in for Ben Gregg. Graham to the line. 2 free throws for Ike. The first one is all net. 43 seconds to play. Graham's second free throw. Popcorn's out, so he goes 1 out of 2. 80-71. Quickly into the front court, it's Thomas dribbling to his left. The three-point line defended by Ike. A little crossover. Graham blocks the shot. Inocente comes away with it. He's being tied up. And let's see if they get a jump ball or a foul. It's a foul. How about Graham Ike just for fun? Heck of a defensive play. Inocente will head to the free throw line. It took about 12 seconds, so 30 seconds to play. Emmanuel Inocente. 0 for 2 from the field tonight. First free throw comes up a little bit short. Ike heads to the bench. Battle checks back in. Inocente gets the first one to go. Lead back to double figures for the Bulldogs. Ball rolls up the floor. Beasley picks it up at half court. Driving with the left hand, gets by Hickman and lays it in. Boy, he's quick. 81-73. Caleb Battle has in the backcourt. He's trapped. A whistle on a foul. 21.9 seconds left now, and the trips to the free throw line continue for the Bulldogs. It'll be Caleb Battle's turn. First for KB is good. The second one is good as well. 83-73. Battle with his 10th 20-point game of the season. Give him 21. And Beasley will let the ball roll up the floor. Picks it up. Bounce it to Wong. Wong at the three-point line out top. Pass for Beasley. Beasley drives, kicks. Thomas for three. It's good. 83-76. They inbound to Hickman, who was immediately fouled. Riley picks up his third personal, sending Hickman to the free throw line. Well, Thomas, 24 points now. 8 of 17 from the field. Actually, they just updated the stats. He's got 27. That made three. First one for Hickman is good, all net. Nolan makes the second as well. 85-76, Don's inbound. And again, Beasley will let it roll up the floor. 11.4 seconds to play. Beasley picks it up. Pulls up for a deep three. It's way off the mark. Ajayi grabs the rebound, hands it off to Nembhard. And for the 28th straight season, the Zags are headed to the championship game of the WCC tournament. It was a tight one. Bulldogs pull away in the second half and win it 85-76. We're going to take a break. Post-game show gets rolling right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, we're passionate about the power of nice. That's because nice isn't just a word. It's our way of doing business. It's about surpassing expectations, bringing kindness and decency to our work, and providing a helping hand when you need it most. And we've been putting nice first for more than a century. Find out just how powerful nice can be. Contact your independent insurance agent today and ask for Western National.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service. And that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273. Or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time.